Alright, I think we're live. How's the sound? I think I fixed the sound from last stream. The sound was pretty bad last time around. I think it's better now. I've fixed some of my mic settings, and I think we're good to go. How is the stream looking? Do we have any people here? I need to tweet that I'm live. I literally just got home like 10 minutes ago. So this was very, very hurried, but I think everything is good to go. Let's share it to Twitter, copy, post it on Twitter. If you're here, say your hellos. I will be taking all questions later on. There's some things we need to discuss first of all. Let's see here. Deadline. Stream is up. Final quest. Leave all your questions for the Canada GP before it is too late. Hashtag F1 Fantasy. And then link the stream. Boom. I literally just arrived back home. Let's see. Do we have people in the chat? Sounds cutting in and out. Okay. That's, I hope it's better now. Valerie, hello. Daniel, hello. Michael, hello. Keshlin, Rainsy. Sounds okay. That was on my end. Good to know. Mateja, Hugo, Ober, Holy Socks, Ashish, Prasad, Ari. Welcome to the stream. Ferrari, Mercedes, and maybe a final fix week. It is possible. Everything is possible. There's a lot of things to discuss. I wasn't able to look at FP3. I've just seen the results. My girlfriend's dad turned 51 today, so I had to go celebrate him. And I just arrived back home, so it has been wild this week. It has been wild. So yeah, I just got home literally like 15 minutes ago. Luckily, I had most of the things prepped. For the stream. So we have some tweets coming in too. The Duke says, I can't decide what to do. Well, Duke, if you are watching, we will discuss that. I will take all your questions or your specific team questions a bit later on. We need to discuss free practice. We need to discuss the rain. We need to discuss Mercedes. We need to discuss Aston Martin. We need to discuss Ferrari. We need to discuss so many things. I mean, let's start with what I was thinking. Before all the free practice, I was pretty set on what to do, actually. If you didn't watch my what's it called? My transfer plans video, it was a bit late. I had some things going on last week, so I couldn't record as many videos as I wanted to this week. I had no final team selection video. This will be my team selection sort of, side of things. But what I was thinking of doing, I had some plans, but I almost landed on just doing this. Let's bring in Kevin Magnussen and Ocon. I was gonna do this, save one transfer for next week, and just chill. I thought this was probably the best one driver, like a one B-tier driver lineup I could go for, but it doesn't really look like that's the case anymore. I don't really want to run Charles Leclerc as my only B-tier asset if they're gonna end up, P8. So it is scary. Let's close some things here so I only have what is necessary open. Is going Hamilton and Mercedes too much? I don't think so. Maybe it is. Maybe we're overreacting. Mercedes plus Hamilton team incoming, says Elio. Yep. This is my first live. 2x speed isn't working. Oh, I'm so sorry. You have to make do with my regular speed yapping. I'll try and speak more quicker. More quicker? I'll try and speak quicker. Ari, this is the most difficult race so far to choose teams and drivers. Taking Ferrari out for Mercedes gives some good options. I don't think I'll take out Ferrari, man. If anything, I think I'm taking out McLaren. There's a lot of things I could do with my team. With my team. I already had a plan like this in mind, but is Merc just more set up for drying compared to the other? I don't know. Maybe. Oh yeah. I mean, we should look at the weather. We should look at the weather before anything else. Let's see. What is the actual weather looking like tomorrow? Weather Canada GP. I know earlier in the week it said rain, 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 but it didn't rain now. Can we have some live weather updates? That's not like a latest forecast. Agree and proceed. Let's see. What does it say? What does it say for the weather? I'm just gonna go into like a weather site. Okay, so we have some weather reports here. It is looking like, can I see like hour by hour forecast? Let's see. Cookies, man. So yeah, this is right now, 3 p.m., 4 p.m. Mostly cloudy with thunderstorms, intermittent clouds, mostly cloudy with thunderstorm. So it's looking like it's going to be dry for qualifying. I mean, it's it's anyone's guess at this point. It's anyone's guess at this point. This is crazy for my home race. I mean, yeah, your name fits it. Rainsy. It's looking like it's going to be a bit rainy. The weather is fried. I live in Montreal and it's going from super sun to super dark every 30 minutes, but apparently it's supposed to rain during quali. Okay. McLaren over Ferrari in the wet. Michael with the $5. I accidentally locked in Leclerc, Piastri, Tsunoda, Hulk, Bottas, Ferrari, Mercedes last now. How worried would you be? Thank you so much for the super chat, Michael. I wouldn't be too worried. I don't hate it. If it's looking like Ferrari are too bad, you can just DRS with Piastri, but at least you have Mercedes, right? I think you're pretty well prepared. I think that team is gonna perform well regardless. Hello, racing. We're going. I'm a bit stressed. I literally just got home like 5 to 8 my time. Croft said an 80% chance for rain for quali and 40% chance for the race. So what I didn't watch. I have to level with. I didn't watch FP3. I was celebrating my girlfriend's father, who had his birthday today. So I literally just got home. I wasn't able to watch FP3. Is it going to be? Are Mercedes fast because they have a dry setup? Is that the case? F1 Fantasy Tools are heavily vouching for Aston. I saw that, but I don't think I trust Aston entirely. But I have options, right, for my team. I'm probably keeping Stroll. I don't think I'm gonna switch off of Stroll for this. Is there any way I can fit Stroll with a, like, Mercedes plus Russell lineup? If you watched my or like Hamilton, no, I can't fit this. I need to sell Stroll for this. They said to not take Sims too seriously. Yeah, that's what I got to. That's what I got as well. But yeah, Michael, I wouldn't be too worried. I think that team is looking pretty good. It's pretty safe, all things considered. Show crashing in 2 practice sessions. Time to get him out. I agree. I think he's looking pretty weak. I think Show's looking pretty weak. I can't fit this. I need to sell Stroll, but I don't know if I want to sell Stroll. JP, which is better option? Leclerc, Sainz, Bottas, Show, Sargent, Ferrari, McLaren, or Leclerc, Alonso, Stroll, Bottas, Sargent, Ferrari, McLaren. I don't know if I like Alonso still. I think Alonso's a bait. Hamilton and Alonso was fast in wet FP1 and FP2. So how was they fast? It was dry in FP3, right? And they were still fastest? I don't know what's going on. I'm as lost as you are. So I had options to go for a Leclerc Piastri team. What if I go for a Leclerc Hamilton team? Do we hate that? I have to sell Stroll though. I don't know if I want to sell Stroll. I could do this. Actually, I would rather have Ocon. I could do this. Which chip can I use this GP? I wouldn't use my wild card because this GP is looking a bit crazy. I would not use anything, honestly. I would maybe just, like, stick and see if we can final fix this week. Autopilot, I don't hate it. If you have a double B tier lineup, I don't hate Autopilot. But I would probably... I mean, the thing is with Autopilot, as long as you're running a 2 B tier lineup, you could justify using Autopilot literally every race. But I guess because it's a rain race, the difference between, like, any two drivers could be greater, right? Alright, so let me explain Ocon, because I wanted to... Before all this craziness of Mercedes and Aston being fast in practice, I wanted to dedicate an entire, discussion to Ocon. So, if you haven't seen, Ocon has a 5-place grid penalty for his lunge on Gasly last weekend in Monaco. So, Esteban Ocon is already, as Scott Lundgren just said, Ocon is already an overtake assassin, and with a 5-place grid penalty, he's looking probably the best C-tier asset this weekend. I would even prefer Ocon over Yuki. Let's bring up F1 Fantasy Tools, just some data. If you haven't seen my team selection, not my team selection, my transfer plans video, I talked about Ocon there. But I really want to get Ocon in this week. I feel like his 5-place grid penalty is too good to not capitalize on. So let's look at race results. No, that's not the one. Oh no, live scoring, that's the one. No. Wait, what am I doing? Asset info. No. I think it should... Oh, it's race results. I'm stupid. Wait. Team Analyzer. I don't know where to find that screen when it's mid-weekend. It's not optimal team. Is it asset info? Or is it live scoring? Where do I see all this stuff? Is it race results? I can't find it when it's bum 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 bum. Oh, it is like... Oh, I'm so stupid. I don't even know the site. Here we go. So, we are gonna look at race overtakes. On average, Ocon is the driver with the average 4th most overtakes. Actually, you know, shared with Checo. But Ocon, so far this season, his qualifying has been 19th. Actually, can you see this, or is this out of view? Yeah, you can see this. So Ocon has been 19th, 17th, 15, 15, 13, 13, 12, 11. So the Alpine is getting better. They are improving performance every race so far this season. You know, it's just a clear improvement, it's a clear improvement for the Alpine. And now Ocon has a 5-place grid penalty. So even if he qualifies something like P12, which is probably where I'd put Ocon on a qualifying sesh, he would end up P17. And say they have done the setup for rain, and then it ends up being dry for the race. If Ocon is starting P18, P17, who says he won't start from the pit lane to make some changes? So I think just Ocon is so good this race weekend, because I think he's going to start from the back. He's already an overtake assassin. I really feel like Ocon, if he doesn't DNF, is going to have a really, really good race. This weekend is really difficult, like who is quick. I agree, Parcel. I 100% agree. Ocon P1, no lap, P2, 11th, P3, 19th. Yeah. It could be interesting to final fix Tsunoda to Ocon if Yuki has a big quali. I don't personally like using final fix on C-tier drivers. I would probably save my final fix to use it with the driver I have DRS boosted. Is Ocon worth taking a -10? I don't think so. I think Ocon is worth a free practice, but not more than that. Thomas says, bro, I have Ferrari, McLaren, Leclerc, Piastri, Hulken, Bottas, Sargent. I'm thinking of getting Sargent and McLaren for Ocon and Mercedes. I like that switch. I actually really like that switch. I really, really like that switch. And add Autopilot. Again, with Autopilot, you can justify Autopilot in every race you have 2 B-tier drivers. But I'm personally going to save it. I don't see any point into overthinking Montreal. Just change one of C-tier drivers for Ocon. So what I was thinking before all this free practice shenanigans was exactly what Planko just said. Don't overthink it. I have 3 transfers. I would just use 2 of them. So I was going to bring in Ocon and K-Mag. And just, I think these are probably the best C-tier assets right now. Lance Stroll, Ocon, Magnus, and Tsunoda. So I really, really like this. And that was what I was planning before. But now that Ferrari looks like they were bad, I don't know if I want to have DRS boost on Leclerc. But what I could do is, like, I could just stick with this and just be prepared to use my final fix. Say Leclerc, I mean, and even if Leclerc is bad in qualifying, who says he won't get a lot of overtakes in the race? Who do you think would be the best B-tier driver to have 2 times boost? I have no idea. That's why it's so hard this week. I have no idea who the best DRS boost is. But that's why I kind of like keeping the final... Like, just do simple changes like Ocon or Magnussen in, and then just stick with whatever DRS boosted driver you have. And if you need to, use final fix. I'm so on the fence if I trust Mercedes, says Justin. I agree. I don't know if I trust Mercedes. Ari says, please give us your thoughts on my wife's team. Hamilton ×2, Alonso, Tsunoda, Hulkenberg, Ocon, McLaren, and Ferrari. Hamilton ×2 is brave, but it just might work this weekend. I don't know if I like Alonso, even though he's been fast. Maybe it will work, but I've not been that big of a fan of Alonso so far this season. But maybe this is the race. I might go 2 times Piastri and Leclerc. I don't hate that either. I have Red Bull Ferrari. Should I swap out Red Bull? Verstappen looks quick and Perez not so bad. I would not swap out Red Bull, I don't think. Depends on who. Like, I wouldn't swap Red Bull for McLaren this weekend. Ferrari out? No, surely not. I think because like if Ferrari and McLaren price were switched, then yes. But no, I'm not gonna sell Ferrari. There's nothing. There's actually nothing that would make me swap out Ferrari. Swap McLaren to Merc? Yeah, I've been thinking about that as well. I was thinking about that before this shenanigans even happened, because, you know, just because McLaren is a A-tier asset now, and Mercedes is like the best B-tier available. So I could do something like this. In that case, I could probably get an Alonso in here, but I don't know if I want Alonso over Yuki, Ocon, or Kevin. Can I do this? No, I can't do that. Is there any way to get Alonso in here? Well, yeah, but no, I'm getting Sargent. No way. I think like this, it's rough. This game this season has been so good. I think I've thought it would be a simple switch, multiple weekends, and I've been sweating it out literally every time. Yuki or Ocon? For this weekend alone, I think it's Ocon. For like every other race, it's Yuki. And that's pretty obvious to me. But yeah, Ocon... I feel like you are playing this game wrong if you're not capitalizing on Ocon. I don't think you do a -10 for Ocon. Not at all. But I think you have to capitalize on opportunity like this, where a driver that is good at overtaking has a grid penalty. I feel like you kind of have to at least consider getting Ocon in this week. Yeah, average Ocon is 4th in the list. Magnussen or Bottas? Magnussen. Formula data analysis said that the Mercs were not on higher engine mode for what it's worth. Man, that is so difficult to judge. So difficult to judge. If the quali would be in dry and the racing wet, wouldn't that mean we wouldn't see as much overtakes? No, I think historically we've seen a lot of overtakes in the rain, especially if it starts raining mid-race. Like, look at Zandvoort last year, for example. Let's look at the race overtakes in Zandvoort last year when it was like raining on and off and they were switching tires all the time. Look at this, like. This row is crazy. The average overtake in Zandvoort was 12 when it was raining last year. Rainsy says, should I keep Red Bull this weekend and only have one premium driver? I don't know. I mean, I don't hate it. I think Verstappen is... I would probably bet on Verstappen to win. So, I like that. Hamilton wasn't on higher engine mode. Oh, it's so hard. It's like, I want to get Hamilton in now, but I also don't want to sell my Aston Martin assets, but I don't also want to sell Leclerc. It's so rough. But do I really trust Mercedes? Mercedes? Nah, surely not. There's no way I sell Leclerc for Hamilton. No? What do you think of unused budgets? Says Joey. I don't know what you mean by unused budget. I believe Hamilton, but not Merc, says Planko. I mean, I guess that's fair, but how much do I trust Merc? Typebox said, sorry to answer my question, I had to AFK. I don't remember. What did you say? Ask it again. I don't remember. Do not trust Merc, says Rainsy. I think a final fix to bring in Hamilton or Mercedes. You can't final fix constructors. You can only final fix drivers. Ocon or Gasly? Ocon. We've already talked about this. Ocon. I should just put a big... Alright, we're getting MS Paint out. That's not MS Paint. There we go. Buy... Wait, hold on, wait. Let's do it. Let's do this. Rain Fantasy number 1 tip. By Ocon. Yeah, there we go. That is my number 1 tip for this week. Buy Ocon. If you are overthinking it, just get Ocon in for anything and just chill. Will Ocon start with a minus? No, he will not due to the 5th place. He will literally just start further back. I love the MS Paint. Who do you prefer, Show or Bottas? Bottas. Show's been absolutely not performing right now. 2 crashes in practice. I got a question on Twitter, actually. I don't know if you're here. I can't remember your name. I'm sorry. But I got a question on Twitter about who I think the best drivers are in the wet if it were to rain. And I don't know. I don't have like a tier list of it or any data on exactly like how often certain drivers crash during the wet, but I feel, I don't know, I just have a feeling, this is not stats based at all, this is just vibes based. I don't trust Show in the wet at all. Oh, what is your opinion on having an, oh, okay, I got you, Joey, I don't mind it. It's good for the final fix chip, so that you can, like, buy whoever you want with it, but you're not using the budget to increase your budget, if that makes sense. I feel like there's a happy medium. Because, like, being with 0 in the bank, I've been that earlier this season, and it was very hard to make changes. But, yeah. So, but Ocon or Tsunoda, for this weekend, for Canada specifically, Ocon. For every other race, Tsunoda. Gorka says, my team, I assume that's Hamilton and not Hal. Hamilton, Russell, Max. Whoa. That's a crazy lineup. Show, Logan, Williams, and Mercedes. Whew, that is... You've cooked, my friend. That is a cooked team. It could turn out really well. I don't trust Williams at all. I will say that, though. If you're going for a cheap... constructor, I would probably go for V-Carb or Haas. But maybe you can't afford that. I actually don't know if you can afford it with Hamilton, Russell, and Max. That's a crazy lineup, though. It could work this weekend. Though generally I prefer 2 premium constructors over 3 premium drivers. Do I dare put Stroll in my team or do I keep Tsunoda? Ooh, selling Tsunoda for Stroll is a tough one. I really like Stroll this week. I don't want to sell Stroll. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm taking questions right now because I don't really have anything else to discuss, really. Stroll or Ocon? Ocon. I feel like you have to take advantage of Ocon's 5 place grid penalty. So I actually prefer Ocon to Stroll. That is, like, okay, I know fully that me saying this and writing this out means Ocon is gonna DNF and I'm gonna get hate comments. But I feel like with the 5-place grid penalty, you just vibe on Ocon. Not going for Merc assets because it will be tough to switch back for race in Europe. I don't think it will be tough to switch back. If you leave a transfer in the bank, I think it will be fine. Time to ditch Ferrari entirely? No. I'm sticking with Ferrari. Constructor, I'm not selling. I'm not selling Ferrari Constructor. I am a bit more iffy on having Leclerc as my only DRS boosted driver, but at least I can final fix if I don't trust Ferrari. Is Sargent an okay driver if he's just there as a filler? Yes, Holy. I talked about that in my tier list video that I posted earlier this week, more in detail, so you can watch that. It's actually the first part of the video because I started with Logan Sargent in the rating. But yeah, I feel like he's just... If you have to have him to afford other drivers, you just go for him. Ferrari seemed decent though, right? I don't know. They looked slow, but they weren't... Their top speed was slow, but they weren't driving with their DRS open for some reason. Sonoda was slow in FP2 and FP3. Rick was faster. Sonoda said he was having a problem with the rear end. Thanks, Elio. I actually didn't know that. So maybe Sonoda isn't the pick for this weekend. Does Final Fix you lose you 10 points? No, it does not, Parzival. No, it does not. How many changes can you make with Final Fix? One driver transfer only. And I feel like this weekend could be a good time to use it. For sure. What happened in FP3? Why is Mercedes fast? I don't know, Darko. I thought they were fast in FP1 and FP2 because of rain, but like now it was dry, so I don't even know. Would you sell Max and bring Leclerc and Ocon? That sounds like a good transfer, Gordon. I don't hate it. Leclerc said they were slow, but he could be sandbagging. Interesting. Interesting. I feel like just sticking with Leclerc is kind of safe because he is at a price point, a very healthy price point. It's very easy to final fix him out if it turns out they're bad. Ferrari did look fine in FP1. Just woke up. What went on in FP3? Oh, Lara, you've missed some stuff. Let me tell you. Everyone's looking at buying. Alright, Lara, just to explain how crazy FP3 was. Everyone's looking at buying like Alonso. Like, it's crazy how fast things can change in 2 days in this game. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I might hedge my bet and get Mercedes in. So, hello Kevin. Mercedes looking strong. What are your planned moves? This is my planned move. This is my MS Paint #1 tip. Buy Ocon. I think Ocon is your best buy this weekend. I just sold Alonso too. What the fuck? Sorry for swearing, but yeah, that's funny. Red Bull for Merc, perhaps? I don't hate it. Ehab says, or Ilya says, how about Leclerc, Alonso, Max, Sonoda, Bottas, Merc, McLaren? This battle were a waste of. I personally don't trust Alonso. I'm probably not gonna... I'm not looking at Alonso at all, personally. But I could be wrong. But at the same time, I want to keep Stroll. Yeah, so my planned move is to answer Kevin. Before all the FP3 madness, I was just thinking of making 2 C-tier transfers, getting Ocon and Magnussen in for Hulkenberg and Bottas. And then just, you know, save a transfer. Now I might sell McLaren too. But I'm also not sure of having just Leclerc. So right now, personally, I think like I could do something like this. I could stick with McLaren. I could also look to get Hamilton in as a second driver. But then I have to sell Lance Stroll. So I could do, like, if I really trust Mercedes, which I don't, I could do this. But then I don't get Ocon in and I want Ocon. So I'm not following my own teams. So should I rather take Diff than AM? Bottas, Merc, or AM? I think... I don't like Aston Martin, man. Maybe they're gonna be good, but I just don't trust them, and they're at an awkward price point where it's hard to switch them out later. With Final Fix, does 2x also transfer? Yes, Reinhard. That's what's so powerful about it. And I would pretty much only use the final fix in an essence where I switch out my DRS boosted driver. I would never do the final fix for another driver. So yeah, I could do this, but I really want to get Ocon in. So I don't think this is the case for me. Alright. I need to get some drinks because I can feel my throat beginning to clog up already. So I'll be back in literally like a minute. I'm just gonna grab a quick drink. Alright, I should have this. Why the Ocon obsession? Because Ocon has a 5-place grid penalty, and he's the king of overtakes. Oh, he's not the king of overtakes, but he's an overtake assassin. So that's why. So yeah, Dylan. I don't know how. I don't. Yeah. So Ocon has a 5-place grid penalty, and looking at we looked at rain races before, but in 2024. Race overtakes average, Ocon is the 4th best at overtaking, and in quali, he has seen a steady improvement. So the car is getting better, and now he's gonna start like P17, P18 probably. And I can totally see a world in which Alpine, who's like looking to get some results now, if they see an opportunity to switch their setup, say Ocon, qualifies P14, and with the 5-place grid penalty, he's 19th, and then they had a rain setup for quali. Because it looks like it's gonna rain, and then it's dry in the race. If I were Alpine, I would switch the setup to make the car better. And then he suddenly starts from pit lane P20 and has a faster car than everyone else because he's running, So I can definitely see a world in where Ocon gets a couple overtakes, maybe 5-6 positions gained, just gets a 12-pointer and boosts in price, and it's happy days. So, yep. We've also been looking at the weather. What time local is the quali? Can someone let me know? What is the local time? 5 p.m. local time? Okay, thanks. 4:30. So I mean, this doesn't help. 43% chance of rain. Thanks, dude. Or 33% coverage, I guess. Looks better than this, though. Who would you pick between Sainz, Perez, or Piastri? Sainz or Piastri? I don't know. Runar says... Or Runar. Thoughts on Norris, Hamilton, Tsunoda, Hülkenberg, Sargent... with McLaren and Mercedes. Interesting lineup. I don't hate it. Looks good. Looks strong. Bit different. Running no Ferrari is brave. Since Ferrari is the most used most picked, I should say. Ignore my second team. 117.6 best team thoughts. We're gonna look at optimal teams later. But you can always go to this website. It's f1fantasytools.com. You can click optimal teams. You can select for... Oh, do we not have for FP2? Is it on live scoring? No, it's not. I saw on Twitter that F1 Fantasy Tools posted this. They said, will there be a post FP3 sim? This is one of the last messages sent by Arthur in our Discord server. So no guarantees, because getting up at 4:30 a.m. on a Saturday to make an F1 simulation for us is pretty insane. But if anyone could do it, it would be him. So we're all putting our faith, we're all putting our trust in Arthur at F1 Fantasy Tools. Yeah, I'll wake up at my 4:30 a.m. to see what's up and adjust. So that's 1.5 hours before Q1. So that he should be up now. Does anyone have Arthur on Discord? Is he up and cooking? Is Arthur up and cooking? That's what we're all wondering. If he's up and cooking, we should see some simulation soon. But we also shouldn't trust the sims. So, yeah, that's interesting. Waiting for the post FP3 sim. Yep. I mean, we don't know if it's coming. He could be waking up in about half an hour, so feel free to show him some love in our Discord server. So yeah, if you're not in the Discord server, get in there and show Arthur some love. Tell him he's doing a great job. All right, let's do some questions. I'm feeling you know, juiced up with some Red Bull. Not sponsored, though I wish. That would be pretty cool. Before I take some questions, make sure to like the stream. It helps me out a ton. And then subscribe as well, I guess. We are continuing to do these deadline streams. They've been a lot of fun. I'm making videos all throughout the season with a bunch of fun stuff. I'm probably making some Euro fantasy content next week as well. So that will be fun. CB says, I'm lost this week with my selection. Same. But I really want Ocon. When in doubt, like, honestly, like, this move, I don't... Unless he DNFs, obviously, but you can't predict that. But I feel like this move can't go wrong. So if you're scared, if you don't know if you should trust Mercedes or not, just get Ocon in for Tsunoda or for, like, just a 1 week punt. Just buy Ocon, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. So... Alright, so let's do some questions. Ali says, Bottas or Show? Bottas for sure. Show has crashed twice already, and I don't trust Show in the rain. Ed Lova says, what do you think? Leclerc times 2, Tsunoda, Hulk, Mag, Ocon, Red Bull, Ferrari? Or Leclerc times 2, Tsunoda, Hulkenberg, Mag, Show, McLaren, Ferrari? 110 max. I really like the first one. Tsunoda, Hulkenberg, Mag, Ocon, Red Bull, Ferrari. I like that one the more, because I don't personally like Show that much, and I think Red Bull are better than the McLaren. So yeah. Let's see. Sebastian says, thoughts on go. I'm sorry if I missed your questions. There's a lot of things in chat, and I want to get to as many of them as possible. Let's see. Sebastian says, thoughts on going from Mercedes instead of McLaren to gain more budget. I really like that. I discussed that in my transfer plans video earlier this weekend, that I was already considering doing that. And I could definitely see myself doing that this weekend to just get Mercedes in. I feel like even if McLaren outscores Mercedes, at least Mercedes is a B-tier asset. So it feels like a pretty safe move because you're hedging your bets, right? You are, worst case scenario, you're just gaining budget, right? Worst case scenario, you lose some points, but you gain budget. McLaren increases, you know, 0.1 or 0.2 million. Mercedes increases maybe 0.3 million. And I don't think the difference in points will be that much. And I mean, Mercedes has looked fast in free practice, so I really like switching McLaren to Mercedes this week, and I might do it myself. So thank you for the question, Sebastian. Let's see. I'm skipping some to get a bit quicker down. Great White Shadow waves and says, Leclerc, Piastri, Hulk, Bottas, Sargent, Ferrari, McLaren. Think about McLaren for Merc and Sargent for Ocon. Love that switch. Getting Sargent out of there is fantastic, especially for a driver like Ocon. My number one tip this week, buy Ocon and you get Mercedes in. I love those switches. Great White Shadow. Jennifer Pan says Merc or McLaren or Red Bull with Ferrari. It's a tough one. I think it's not McLaren. I think it's either Red Bull or Merc, but it's tough. McLaren has not been dominant enough for me to consider them over someone like Red Bull. And Mercedes is a B-tier asset, so you gain more budget. Panaron RL says, just to let you know, Arthur is online on Discord. We love to see it. Arthur, if you see this, thank you. Thank you. We all rely on you so much. You are saving us. Red Bull or Merc? It's tough. It's really, really tough. I think probably Mercedes because you can afford better C-tier drivers or maybe afford a 2 B-tier driver lineup. But like on its own, I prefer Red Bull. But it's just with Mercedes, you can afford better drivers elsewhere and you don't have to rely on like a Sargent, which I also don't trust in the rain. All right, skipping some questions to get further down. Sorry to everyone I'm missing. There's a lot of questions. Thoughts on Tsunoda versus Ricky? It's tough. Ricky has been faster this weekend so far. But, I mean, Tsunoda has cooked him this year. And I just don't trust Ricky at all. So, I think you either go for Tsunoda or you go for Ocon. Like, the thoughts on Tsunoda versus Ricky is Ocon. Buy Ocon. That's honestly the thought. Darko says Ferrari looked slow though. Yeah, I mean Ferrari did look slow, but I mean Ferrari looked fine in FP1, so they could be sandbagging. Who knows? Sanya says Hamilton 2 times or no. So Hamilton DRS boost. It's brave. It's brave. Sebastian says why Ocon? I've talked about it a couple times. I'll say it one more time, and then I'm just gonna like. So what's the time now? It's 41. Okay, so at 41 minutes, remember that next time someone asks about Ocon, I'm just gonna tell them to go back to 41 minutes. So, Ocon has a 5-place grid penalty. He is let's see, race results. He is the 4th best driver for overtakes so far this season. If we look at, fantasy points, let's look at race overtakes. I don't want to repeat myself too much. So, the 4th best driver for overtakes so far this season is Ocon, and the Alpine car is getting better and better. Look at these qualifying results so far this season. This means that today he's going to qualify maybe like P14, P13, P12, and then go back 5 places, and then he has a lot of opportunity to overtake and gain positions in the race. So I feel like he's just gonna get 4 or 5 overtakes, maybe more. And then he's just gonna cook, gain a couple positions, and finish on a solid 12-pointer. Yeah, this is the Ocon channel TM. So yeah, next time anyone asks about Ocon, let's just tell them to go back to 41 minutes, because I've said that a couple times now. Bottas or Sargent? Bottas. Which driver would you final fix to? It completely depends. If Leclerc crashes in qualifying and starts P20, I want Leclerc. You know. But yeah, honestly, today, the honest tip is, when in doubt, buy Ocon. Because if you are worrying and like, oh, I want to get Hamilton in, I want to get Mercedes in, just calm down, buy Ocon, it will be fine. Let's see then. Elio says, thoughts on 119. That is some budget. I don't even know what my budget is. 116? 114. Ooh, you're 5 million richer than me, Elio. I should take, I should take advice from you. 3 transfers, used 2. Okay. Change McLaren and Bottas. Leclerc, Piastri, Tsunoda, Ocon, Hulk, Merc, Ferrari. Looks great. I would stick with that. That looks fantastic. And then I would be prepared to final fix if you want someone else than Leclerc for your DRS boost. And then you have 3 transfers next weekend when you don't want Mercedes anymore. So that looks great, Elio. Love that team. Linus says, probably running Leclerc, Hamilton, Hulkenberg, Show, Sargent, plus Mercedes and Ferrari with Autopilot. Thoughts? I can do Autopilot. So actually, I should take notes. Hold up. Let me get just a notepad. Because I felt like last time, I had a great time streaming, obviously. That's why I'm here again. But I repeated myself quite a bit. So I'm just gonna take notes on timestamps when I answered some questions, so I can tell people to go back and look. So at 41, that was Ocon, chat. So let's discuss this one more time. What was the question again? I already forgot. What was it? It was something I was gonna say that. Oh, Autopilot. Yeah. Okay, so let's discuss Autopilot. The Autopilot chip is one of those chips that you could theoretically justify using it every single weekend. And what I mean by that is every weekend where you have 2 good drivers, 2 B tier or better drivers, you could justify autopiloting because, I mean, one of them is probably going to outscore the other and you don't know who that is. The thing with autopilot, though, is that it gets more powerful later on in the season once our budget is even greater. Like, imagine when you're sitting on like a Max Verstappen and a Lando Norris. I don't know if you can ever afford that, but theoretically, right? So your your autopilot chip gets better and stronger the more budget you gain, aka later on in the season. So personally, I'm going to keep my autopilot chip. I'm not even really looking at it for this race. The one thing that's like telling you to do it this race is that there are more DNFs in a wet race, and there could be a wet race tomorrow. So because of that, if you have two B tier drivers, one of them could DNF in the rain, and that would be disastrous for your points. So that is like the one thing speaking for using autopilot. I don't hate using autopilot. It's just that you could theoretically say, oh, I want to use the autopilot chip every weekend where you have two good drivers. So that's the reason for that. So autopilot was at about 44 minutes into the stream. So yeah, that's my autopilot discussion. I feel like that is somewhat a somewhat reasonable argument. I feel like I'm pretty correct in that. Will Ocon get minus point because of the penalty? No. So I feel like honestly, I feel like that should be the case. I feel like if you get a penalty, you should get minus points in fantasy, but that's not the case. He's literally just going to start further back, which is good for fantasy. That's just the case. JP says, am I dumb? Probably not. Let's see. Removed Leclerc, Sainz, Sargent McLaren for Verstappen, Stroll, Ocon, and Mercedes, and minus 10. I'm never really a fan of minus 10s. But I don't hate those switches. Verstappen, Stroll, Ocon, Mercedes looks really good. I don't know if it's going to be worth the minus 10. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, the Verstappen, Stroll, Ocon, Mercedes is a good team. You got rid of Sargent. You got Mercedes in for McLaren. It would be smart to use a no negative chip. No, William. I would always use my no negative chip on a sprint weekend. It is mathematically by far the best time to use it. So if you haven't used your no negative chip yet, wait until like Brazil. Alright. Oh my god, we're at 198 viewers right now. This is the highest it's ever been. Thank you so much, guys. Can we get to 200? Can we get to 200? Like the stream right now, and I'm gonna keep answering your questions so that more people can see it. This is crazy. 200 viewers is nuts. Let's see. William says, I'm from Brazil. Thanks. Hey, man. Shout out to you. Replace Ocon with Albon or Tsunoda. No, buy Ocon. Buy Ocon. Unless you mean that you want to, unless you mean that you want to buy Ocon for one of them. In that case, yes. Parsival says worth the minus 10 for Alonso to Hamilton. Probably not. I don't think that's worth the minus 10, no. I prefer Hamilton over Alonso, but I don't think it's worth the minus 10. You always gotta think about the minus 10, like, how much will I actually gain? Because you can't predict DNFs. So how, like, say Alonso gets, I don't know, P6 in a good race. And, Hamilton gets P4, P3. Is that gonna be that much more points? Maybe. 201 viewers. What? We did it? We broke 200 viewers? It's just 191 for me, still. No, it's just 196. We went down. No, stay. No, we're 182. We're going down. No. Oh, that's okay. If you said, if it was 201, I believe you, Celtic. That's crazy. That's crazy, though. It still says that the peak was 192. Did I crash? No. I just had a massive drop. Alright, so, will you be buying Mercedes, says Bartito. Maybe. Maybe. It's possible. I am definitely considering it. It is on the cards. It is definitely on the cards. Victor says, can you read my team question earlier a few minutes ago? I will try. Let's see here. Victor. Alright, here we go. I got 114.8 million, so about the same as me. Currently have Max, Logan, Hulkenberg, Yuki, Bottas. I only have DRS Boost and Autopilot left. What should I do with my two transfers? I was thinking of putting in Lewis for Max, Mercedes for McLaren. I kind of like that. That looks like a good switch. But the Lewis DRS Boost is always scary because how much do you trust them, right? I would probably stick with Max, to be honest. I think Max is going to win tomorrow. So for your team, I would probably do the McLaren to Mercedes switch, so you get more money. And then I would sell Logan for, like, I would upgrade Logan to whatever you can afford. If that is Ocon, that's perfect. If you can't afford Ocon, something like a I don't know what's the same price category as Ocon. So something like a Magnussen or a you already had a Hulkenberg, maybe Bottas if nothing else. I would probably do something like that. I don't think I mean, it's very tempting. Don't get me wrong, to go for Hamilton, but how much do you trust Hamilton? I still think Verstappen is going to win tomorrow. So yeah, that was your question, I think. I'm doing Murphy. Yeah. If you can afford Logan up to Ocon with that move, I think that's perfect, because I don't trust Ocon. I don't trust Logan in the rain. I trust. Yeah, number one tip. Rainsy, chilling with Sainz, Stroll, Tsunoda, Mag, Bot, Red Ferrari. Any tips? Buy Ocon. I don't know if I trust Sainz. I mean, for Ferrari has looked pretty bad. But I like Red Bull. I really like Red Bull. 205! We did it! We did it! Yay! Thank you. Honestly, thank you so much, guys. That's actually incredible. I did not think this. I thought I was gonna stream to 10 people. When I did my first stream, like, what was it, like less than a month ago, and now 205 people are watching. That's actually crazy. Be sure to subscribe. I want to get to 1,000 subs. That would be sick. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like the stream. It helps out a ton. It helps more people see it. Honestly, fantastic. Fantastic. All right, what time is it? How much time do we have? We have another hour, right? Oh, we have another hour. I can answer so many questions. Any advanced radar on the rain? Does anyone have a good, like, website for that? Because I was looking at AccuWeather, and, I mean, this is awful. Oh, wait, it's updated. Oh, wait, has it? This is what I was looking at before, and, I mean, this doesn't help me at all. Victor says, congrats, I predict the channel blowing up to millions of subs. I don't think it's going that far. I don't think it's going that far, mate. It would be nice, but I don't think it's going that far. Utkarsh says, is Stroll better for this weekend than Alonso? I mean, I think Stroll is better than Alonso every weekend, just because of his price points. But, yeah. I mean, Alonso... The thing is with Alonso, you need Alonso to get like a P2 or P3 and get driver of the day for him to be good. And I don't think he's going to do that. With a 9.4 million, who is better, Show, Magnussen, or Gasly? Ocon, and then Magnussen. Yeah, Magnussen definitely. I don't personally like Gasly that much, and I don't trust Show. Big chance of rain now? Okay. Thanks, CB. Yeah, so advanced radar is... Let's see. Alright. Sashit Kumar. I hope I said that right. Playing fantasy... Oh, sorry. I hit my mic. Playing fantasy for the first time. Any tips? Starting 100 million. Going with Hamilton, Leclerc, Sargent, Mag, Ocon, Ferrari, Alpine. Playing for the first time is interesting. So starting with 100 million is difficult because everything has increased so much in price. As for your cheap assets, going with Ferrari, Alpine, I don't like the Alpine pick personally. Because you get points as a constructor, you get points when a driver reaches Q3. And the only time we've seen an Alpine driver reach Q3 this season was Gasly in Monaco. And I don't think that is very likely to happen again. So personally, I would go for VCarb or Haas as my cheap constructor. And I think if you're starting a new team now, I think you have to go with one cheap constructor. I don't think you could afford anything else. So that's what I would go for, Sashit. Otherwise, I like your team. It looks pretty strong. 4 p.m. local for quali could be a soggy one. Yeah, it definitely will be. Aero Weather have prediction of weather. All right, let's just do... I mean, we can look at the... I trust the Norwegians, if anything. So, I mean, this is pretty good, right? So, Saturday... Oh, no rain, though. It's looking like it's gonna rain a bit later. Do we trust the Norwegians? Do we trust the Norwegians? Will Fantasy Tools update before quali? We talked about that before. It depends on Arthur if he woke up. I think he's online on Discord. So this guy Arthur is the guy who makes the simulations. So we'll see if he does it in time. By the way, if the simulations are out, you have to tell me. Just spam the chat if the simulations are out, because we're looking at that instantly if that when that drops. If that drops. Gabrielle Valente says, hey guys, new here. What do we think about 116.5 million? McLaren, Ferrari, Leclerc times 2, Piastri, Ocon, Bottas, Sargent. Can't do Hulk for Bottas because of the -10. Thanks. How many transfers do you have? Have you already done transfers? I like that team. That team looks strong. I mean, there's so many teams that could be good here. Francisco says Tsunoda or Ocon. At 41 minutes into the stream, I talked about why Ocon, but for this, for that specifically, for Canada, it's Ocon. For every other race, it's probably Tsunoda. Stainsvog says, as a Norwegian, don't trust our weather service. It's bad. All right, thanks, dude. Thanks. All right, we'll not look at YR then. I keep an eye on Steam update. Thanks, CB. You are the man. Or the woman. I don't know. I'm presuming it's man because I think we have like 95% males in this chat. Red Bull versus Mercedes. It's a tough one, Pele, because I prefer Red Bull, but for this race, it's maybe Mercedes, and Mercedes is a B-tier asset, and you can afford better C-tier drivers. So I think if you're doing it like in a vacuum, Red Bull or Mercedes and a bunch of money in the bank, as Red Bull. So like if you're sitting on Red Bull, don't sell for Mercedes if you can't also upgrade like a Sargent or something else. Just guys being dudes. True. So yeah, Pelly, that's probably my like if you have free transfers to change Red Bull to Mercedes and upgrade other drivers, I prefer the Mercedes lineup. But if you're sitting on Red Bull with one free transfer and you can't upgrade anything, don't sell Red Bull to Mercedes. McLaren or Ferrari? Ferrari. I think even if Ferrari looked bad, I'm not selling Ferrari until they hit 25 million. I think Ferrari is the most essential asset in the game. Juan says, I'm like 10 miles from the track and the sun is out. I've heard it just rained. That's actually so funny. VSAB says, hey, please answer my question above. Thanks. Okay, I'll look for it. What did you ask? Change signs and show for Leclerc, Hamilton, Ocon, Bottas, Sargent, Ferrari, McLaren. Don't spam lol, sorry. Yeah, it's okay. I will miss some chats. I'm trying to like, I don't want to go just from above all the way down because I want it to be still somewhat recent because people might leave if I don't answer their questions. So it's okay to like ask your questions, you know, once or twice. So I'm sorry if I missed your thing. You can always remind me. But yeah, so you said changed signs and show for Leclerc, Hamilton, Ocon, Bottas, Sargent, Ferrari, McLaren. I mean, that looks like a strong team. I really like the Leclerc Hamilton lineup, especially since you have Ocon in there. Ferrari, McLaren looks strong. You could do McLaren to Mercedes, but then again, if you've already done signs and show out, then you know you're not upgrading Sargent with that money. I don't think I would do a -10 to do McLaren to Mercedes and Sargent to like a Magnussen. So, but if you already have things to do, like if you have what's it called? If you have transfers and you haven't done your transfers yet, I would prefer selling Sargent. I don't trust Sargent in the rain, but yeah, I mean that team looks strong. I really like the Leclerc Hamilton lineup. I don't know how I would get to it. Michael says Stroll or Tsunoda. I think I already answered that. Oh no, Stroll or Tsunoda? Probably Stroll for this weekend. Declan says, evening rain. What's your plan for this deadline? We're going to discuss my plans. I have a couple. But this is my main one. Buy Ocon. 55 minutes and Arthur hasn't updated. Sad face. Yeah, well. Would you switch Max out to Leclerc just to get Ocon? Maybe. If you, I mean, I wouldn't do a -10 for it. Felipe says -10 to replace Leclerc, Norris, and McLaren for Max, Hamilton, and Mercedes. Ooh, probably not. Probably not. I don't like -10s. I'm very like non-10s. Leclerc or Hamilton. It's very difficult. I don't know if I trust Hamilton, honestly, but maybe he is just the one to go for this weekend. Shawshank says, should I keep Hulkenberg and Mag after the Monaco disaster? Probably. They're probably not going to make that mistake again. Ocon stonks. Yep. Ocon stonks. Double B tier team. Would you do McLaren plus Sargent to Mercedes plus Ocon? Yes, I love that switch. I absolutely adore that switch. I wish I had it that easy. Kashit says, hey, can you help? All caps. What should I do? 117 million. Oh, you're so rich. I'm so jealous. Keep in mind, I want to build a team for no limit chip next weekend. Ooh, interesting. I don't know. What do you have right now, Kashit? It's hard to say. I would do some cooking at the optimal teams once this drops, if it drops. We'll see if Arthur can do it in time. Hamilton loves bottling it in qualifying. True. CB says, currently have 2 free transfers, and who would you change? Mag, Hulkenberg, Tsunoda, Leclerc, Bottas, Ferrari, Red Bull. I mean, I like buying Ocon. You've heard that 1,000 times today. So maybe it's Red Bull to Mercedes and Bottas to Ocon. I don't know. I don't hate that. That looks pretty good. Let's see. Is Red Bull out of the meta right now? No, for sure not. I just think, like, with Red Bull, you're usually just stuck with Sargent. So, I don't think Red Bull's out of the meta. I think Red Bull will be meta once we get to Spain. Rate my team out of 10, says Bloodline. Leclerc, Hamilton, Ocon, Bottas, Sargent, with McLaren and Ferrari. If you didn't have Sargent, it would be a 10 out of 10. I just never trust Sargent, but I mean, the team looks good. The team looks strong. If you have transfers, I would maybe look to, I've said to many people to sell McLaren for Mercedes and sell Sargent for Ocon, or similar, or like it could be a Magnussen instead. I really, really like that switch. Merck always cooks in the practices and then it goes downhill after quali, so I'm still questioning them. Same. I don't even know if I should go for them. Looking for budget growth, all in or Mercedes? I wouldn't all in. I wouldn't put all my eggs in the Mercedes basket. I would put 1 egg in the Mercedes basket, perhaps 2 if you're feeling very brave. Would I go for like Mercedes plus Hamilton? I'm recommending people do that, but that's scary. At least like you will build budget. That's the good part. Anna Paula Rodriguez says, thoughts on Leclerc, Tsunoda, Piastri, Sargent, Hulkenberg, Ferrari, McLaren. I don't want Sargent, but I don't know what to do. I mean, the one I've said to many people is to sell McLaren to Mercedes and then upgrade Sargent. I really, really like that because, like, considering, like, what's the worst thing? Like, looking just between Mercedes and McLaren. Because I think a lot of people are sitting on McLaren right now and are looking to switch to Mercedes but aren't sure whether to do it. I think if you have someone like a Sargent, I feel like it's a no-brainer. Because what is the downside to McLaren versus Mercedes switch? Mercedes already look strong this weekend in particular. So it's a good week to have Mercedes. McLaren is an A-tier asset now. So at least, like, worst case scenario, at least you gain some budget. You lose some points, you gain some budget. McLaren's main appeal, like, you want McLaren because you want Norris. And you want Norris because Norris gets driver of the day points. And you don't get the driver of the day points if you're just running the constructor. So I feel like the McLaren to Mercedes switch is very safe. I feel like it has upside. Obviously it has downsides, but like the downsides aren't that far down, if that makes sense. So yeah, let's see. Hulkenberg versus Magnussen. I think it's Magnussen most of the time. Should I do Rick for Ocon? Yes. Sell Rick. I don't trust Rick at the moment. I think Rick is just the driver that's going to put it P12 and then stay P12. Let's see here. Carlos says Mercedes and Ocon. Yeah, I mean, I kind of want to cook the Ocon Mercedes switch, to be honest. But I'm leaving 6 million in the bank, which is kind of crazy. Why Ocon? What's happened? So I explained the Ocon thing at 41 minutes into the stream. It's like a 2.5 minute segment. But yeah, Ocon is a buy for Canada for sure. I feel like if you're stressing and you don't know what to do, just buy Ocon and I mean the worst case. I mean if he DNFs, he DNFs. But I feel like if he doesn't DNF, it can't go wrong. Adding to the female viewership at 3 a.m. here. Whoosh! Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. I mean, there's been some female viewers. But yeah, F1 is very male dominant. I feel like the fantasy market is very male dominant. FP3 calculations are out, says Jasper. Oh, is it time? FP3 sims. Oh, don't bait me. Don't bait me with a good time. I love myself a good time. Wait. Finally another girl. Oh my god. Are they out? Are they out? I feel like they're out. People are saying it's out. Whoop whoop. Are they out? They are out. Baited. Wait. But it should be on optimal teams though, right? Or am I silly? I can't see it. Is there someone else live scoring? No. Team analyzer? Team calculator. Of course. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I got it. I don't know how to navigate this site. Yup, out. All right, we're loading. We're crashing the servers, but it's loading. Alright, finally we can do some actual cooking. Okay, I'm gonna pause all the questions from chat for now because we need to look at this and I need to do some things. They're saying Hamilton Russell. I mean, yeah, Mercedes did look fast in practice, but I don't know if that's false. Hamilton Russell. Oh no. Oh, am I gonna destroy my entire team? Don't wildcard. Don't stress. Just buy Ocon. Just buy Ocon. It's not working. It's not working. They're saying triple Merc. Oh, I mean, I kind of figured they would say triple Merc. Need to put on pennies in the router. My router is working fine. Everything else is working fine. We can look at this for now. It's not loading. It's not working. Did we crash the servers? Cheese, is anyone not convinced by Merc? I'm not convinced by Merc. I'm not convinced by Merc. Let's just look at this for now from Formula Data Analysis. This is a great Twitter account, by the way, if you haven't followed it. Ham was faster in Sector 1 and Sector 2 and just a slightly behind Verstappen in Sector 3. Hamilton was not on a higher engine mode. Mercedes looks solid. Top speeds, Aston, Ferrari, Mercedes, McLaren, Red Bull. Mini sectors, Verstappen quick in the chicane. Stroll dominated the straights. That's scary. Don't give me hope. This is not working. Give me the things. Yeah, I mean everyone's checking. Oh, we're in. Yes. Okay. All right. So, I'm pausing the questions from chat right now. I'll get back to your questions in a while. I promise. But this is the good stuff. This is the good stuff. I should tweet about this before we do some calcs. Have they tweeted about it? F1 Fantasy Tools. I'm just gonna do this. Alright, quote. Let's do FP3 sims are out. Discussing now at. Boom. There we go. Quick tweet about it. You know, gotta do the thing. Let's cook with my team first, and then we'll see what to do. So my budget is 114 point something. Wheel of Death. Should we do a Wheel of Death on who to buy? Is Alonso worth change from Red Bull to Merc? Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna. Okay, there's gonna be so many questions about chat. So yeah, thank you, Arthur. Honestly, Arthur, I don't know you, but you're a legend. Yeah. So my budget is 114. So let's look at some different ones. Let's look at 100 and let's go up to 116 because I feel like a lot of people are on that kind of budget. Boom. All right. I mean, I've kind of figured just because like the budget which a lot of people are at allows for triple Mercedes lineups, but like none of us are affording that stuff. Like none of us have enough transfers to upend our team for something like this. Like, are we really tripling up? Kieran says pennies for the router won't rain it. Merc too heavy. Thank you so much for the super chat, Kieran. Thank you so much for the super chat. How about wildcard? I wouldn't wildcard. I personally wouldn't wildcard for one race because you would want to change it back later. They're still saying Ferrari, which is very, very interesting. I really like that. Let's go to my budget, 114.5. Went to minute 41 for Ocon, now back. Welcome back, Declan. See, I know it was good to write that down. I knew it was good to write that down, to not repeat myself. How was McLaren looking? Didn't watch. I also missed FP3, I'm gonna be honest. So I'm kind of looking at numbers. I haven't actually like looked at the cars driving, because my girlfriend's dad had his birthday, so I went to celebrate that. I mean, this is still preferring McLaren here. So they're saying Mercedes, Ferrari, Hamilton, Russell, Stroll, Hülkenberg, Shaw. Are we actually getting Hamilton in? Are we actually getting Hamilton in? This is crazy. I can afford triple Merc, but I don't know if they will be any good. I mean, I have to sell Leclerc for it. Like, okay, I think with these calculations, I'm pretty set on bringing the constructor in. Like, ugh, I just don't like this. What if I do? I mean, the thing is, I could do this, but like, this is a filthy team. This is the biggest Mercedes cope I've ever seen in my entire life. This is the biggest. Yeah. We're discussing it now, Francisco. This is the biggest Mercedes cope I've seen in my entire life. Like, what is this? Like, I can afford this, but are we doing this? No, there's actually no way. No, people are panicking. Cheese says, no way, don't do that. This is a trap. There's no way this is not a trap. No sense. Merc glazing. I want to get Ocon in, dude. I want to follow my #1 tip and get Ocon in. I can't get Ocon in if I do this. This is crazy. Hamilton 8th, Kappa. I mean, all this hype just for Mercedes to end up 8th and 9th again. With Merc on his second team. I mean, I started my second team in like Shanghai, so my second team doesn't really matter. I don't even think I can afford it. How do you have 3 free transfers? You can bring 1 free transfer over. So I only did 1 transfer in Monaco. So that gives you 3 free transfers. You can always bring 1 free transfer over to the next week. But now, like, you can only bring a maximum of 1 over. So if I do 2 transfers, I will have 3 next week. Ocon over Mercedes? I mean, I think so. I feel like Ocon is just a safe option. Like, I'm putting a lot of bets on Mercedes here. What do I do? I feel like, I mean, these calculations are a bait, surely. I mean, it's just gonna mega favor Mercedes. I think I'm pretty set on bringing Mercedes in for McLaren. I feel like this is pretty safe. I'm pretty sure I will do this. It's so stressful. I agree, Cashlin. I agree. I'm pretty sure and I also want to bring Ocon in. So what am I actually doing here? I feel like these will be my transfers because I want Ocon in for this race. Fraser says, Limitless, am I crazy? No. I mean, I don't think you're crazy. Also, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. I don't think Limitless is crazy, but, I mean, it's very brave. It's very, very brave. I feel like if you're doing Limitless, you definitely go all out on Mercedes. So should we switch Red Bull for Merc? Okay, listen. So for the Red Bull for Red Bull to Merc switch, 217 viewers, guys. Oh my god, that's actually crazy. Thank you so much. Make sure to like the stream. Thank you so much. So that is by far the highest I've ever had. For the Red Bull to Mercedes switch, okay, stay with me. You only do it if you have free transfers to do other upgrades. You never do just Red Bull to Mercedes and leave 5 million in the bank, okay? I feel like that's crazy. Or even more, 6 million in the bank. You only do Red Bull to Mercedes if you can also upgrade like a Sargent or a Show to something like an Ocon or a Stroll. Sonoda or Magnussen is very, very close. I think I prefer Sonoda, but it's very close. Kieran is currently 8th in Uruguay. That's crazy good. Chance of rain tomorrow. Limitless is crazy. Limitless is crazy, but I mean, you could have a... Okay, honestly, considering it's rain, I don't think you're Limitless, because rain makes it easier to overtake, so the back markers are going to be better. Yeah, I don't think you're Limitless when it's gonna rain. Is Stroll worth keeping? Yes, Stroll looks really, really good. I mean, the calculators are... Almost all the calculators are preferring Stroll. At my budget. So, guys, go to Team Calculator on F1 Fantasy Tools. And then you can select post FP3 simulations, input your budget, and calculate. And you can see what it says. I think it's going to prefer triple Mercedes, but you take that with a pinch of salt. Ay. What do we do? Okay, I want to get Ocon in. I want to get Mercedes in. I think I'm pretty set on that. It's just, what do I do with my 6 million in the bank? Can I get something else in? I don't think I can. Do I do a -10? Probably not. I can't do this. No, that's crazy. I would have to sell Stroll. Do I want to sell Stroll? No. Do I sell Leclerc? Maybe. I could sell Leclerc. I don't hate selling Leclerc. Wait, I'm thinking. Sorry that I'm quiet, I'm thinking. I'm just gonna click things until it makes sense, okay? I feel like that's what everyone's doing right now. You just click things until it makes sense. This gives me 9 million in the bank, which is stupid. I can't afford Russell here. That's lame. Wait. Is there any way? Can I go triple? Okay, there's literally no planet where I go triple Mercedes. There's no planet on this universe that I go triple Mercedes. Like, that just doesn't happen. And there's no planet where I take a -10. What am I doing? What am I doing? I can't even afford... Okay. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to leave 6 million in the bank. That seems stupid. But am I really just sticking with Leclerc? Bro, you're getting crazy. Just go Ocon, don't overthink it. I mean, I agree, Tom. I'm definitely overthinking it right now. The thing is, I have 6 million in the bank. I don't love this, but I guess I could final fix if I need to. I need to change whole... I actually kind of... I could do this. This is what I was thinking before. I don't hate this. I don't hate this team. I was thinking about this before. Oops. But do I want to have Leclerc as my DRS boost? It's saying Hamilton. I can't trust Mercedes. Yeah, I don't... Like, how can you trust Mercedes after the season they've had? McLaren over Ferrari? No, I don't think so. I think you stick with Ferrari. Why are we buying Ocon, says Farouk. Go to 41 minutes into the stream. There's like a 3-minute segment on why you should buy Ocon. I've repeated myself a lot of times today, so I wrote down the timestamp. So just take the little bar, go back to 41 minutes, and I explain why you should have Ocon for this race. Fraser with another super chat. Thank you so much. Mercedes Mac. That was that. Mercedes McLaren, Hamilton, Russell, Norris, Piastri, Verstappen, Limitless. Ooh. Okay, so for Limitless, I think if you're Limitlessing, I think you have Red Bull. I don't think you have McLaren. I think you have Red Bull. I think you have Mercedes Red Bull. If you're Limitlessing. The thing is, so the Limitless chip is better in single game weeks where the back markers don't perform well. If it rains tomorrow, so let's go to race results. When it rains, there's a lot of overtakes, especially if it starts or stops raining mid-race. So let's look at 2023, for example, and let's look at race overtakes. F1 Fantasy Tools is not enjoying this right now. Pele says, I hope last question, Alonso or Stroll? I think Stroll. Quick question there. Let's see. Race overtakes. So, Fraser. If you remember, in Zandvoort, there were a crazy amount of overtakes because it's just started and stopped raining all the time. There was an average of 12 overtakes. In these kinds of weekends, the C-tier drivers are better. They're actually closer to the B and A-tier drivers because they can do a lot of overtakes. So for that reason, I don't think you limit less when it's going to rain. So I think you don't limit less, but if you want to limit less because you're crazy, and I mean I enjoy it, like it's definitely fun. I love being crazy and I love being wild sometimes. I think you do what you just said: Hamilton, Russell, Norris, Piastri, Verstappen, but you definitely have Red Bull over McLaren because you need those fastest pit stop points. So that would be my limitless if I did limitless, but I think you hold. I think you hold. Let's go back to the team calculator. Yeah, I just think Perez is pants. Yeah, but like if Perez qualifies in like P17, at least he can do some overtakes. So, I think just like if Perez stuffs it up and is bad, at least he can do some overtakes, and their pit stop points just greatly outvalues anything else. 221 viewers. That is actually crazy. Thank you so much. You want to do it so bad? I mean, sometimes you just go for it. It could work out fantastically, but it also could be crazy. Don't talk me out of it. I just want to gamble. If you just want to gamble, I think you do Red Bull over McLaren, and I think you just go for it. I mean, the goal of the game is to have fun, and if you think it's gonna be fun to gamble for it, go for it. All right, thank you so much for the super chat. Sorry that I'm missing some other questions, but I mean, I obviously gotta prioritize super chat questions. Thank you so much for it. 221 people in here. We have another 30 minutes. Oh my god, the time goes by so fast. I need to decide what I should do. But I will take some more questions. Good product placement. I don't even know what. Oh, choose. Ignore it. Yeah. I'm not sponsored. This stream is not sponsored. Should I replace Tsunoda or Magnussen for Stroll? I like that switch, Akash. I like that switch. Probably Magnussen, but I mean, Tsunoda hasn't had a great weekend, so maybe you do Tsunoda, actually. I would look to switch it back. Ferrari too slow? Maybe, but Ferrari looked fine in FP1, so I don't know. Rainsy, Leclerc, Stroll, Mag, Ocon, Bottas, Red Bull, Ferrari. Thoughts? I mean, that's kind of where I'm at. I don't know what your budget is, Rainsy, but I think I'm going for McLaren. No, not McLaren. I think I'm going for Mercedes. So if you have transfers, maybe you sell Red Bull or Ferrari for Mercedes and then upgrade Bottas to something like a Tsunoda. That's probably what I would do. Should I replace McLaren for Aston to get Hamilton? That's interesting. But I think no. I think you just go for what's it called? I think you just go for Mercedes and don't go for Hamilton. Wait, so now that Norris or McLaren are above 25 million, do they still get 1 million, 1.5 million rights? No, they don't. I have an entire video about that. So once an asset hits 25 million, the most they can increase in a week is 0.2 million. They're never going to increase 1 million again. The most they can increase is 0.2 million. So McLaren and Norris are not going to give you budget anymore. You only have them if they're going to give you points. FP3 Simulator is out. Yeah. We've talked about it a bit. I tweeted about it. But thanks, Grant. Thank you so much for letting me know. I definitely tend to miss stuff like that sometimes. I mean, all the simulations are saying triple Mercedes. I still think this is the best tip of the day. I still think this is the best. Not confident in Merc over McLaren going into Spain. Same cheese, for sure not. But the beauty of it is that McLaren is not going to increase that much in price, and you can just switch it back. It's very easy to switch it back. Rowan says wildcard ? Now we're talking crazy stuff. I don't think I would wildcard this week because this weekend with the rain, it might be an outlier. No negative this weekend. I don't know when I talked about the no negative, but I think you always no negative in a sprint weekend. So I would say no, Shawshank. Or Shashank. Dashing Fox says, thoughts on swapping McLaren, Magnussen, Gasly for Mercedes, Stroll, Ocon. That's a beautiful switch. I love that. I mean, like, Mercedes is looking really good according to the calcs. I love the Ocon switch this weekend. I love Stroll this weekend. I think that looks fantastic. Is Ocon worth -10 versus Sargent? It's a tough one, but I think no. I don't think you ever do a C-tier driver swap for a -10, even though Ocon is much better than Sargent. Unless you think Sargent is going to crash. I think it's close, but I don't think you do it. Sebastian says, need help. I have 3 transfers now, and if I go for Hamilton, Mercedes, and Ocon, I would probably need to take a -10 next week. If Mercedes aren't as strong in Spain, what should I do? That is a good point. Like, if you upend your team to bring in, like, Hamilton, Mercedes, the thing is, I don't think you need to do a -10 next week, because what you can always do is just downgrade your Hamilton to, like, a Sargent, and then you can get, like, a Red Bull in for Mercedes. So I don't think you need to worry, because worst case, if you only have 2 transfers and Mercedes look bad, you just sell your second B-tier driver to a Bottas or a Sargent or whatever, and your team's gonna be fine, right? It's not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be fine. So I don't think you need to worry about that, Sebastian. So if you go for Hamilton, Mercedes, and Ocon, I like Hamilton, Mercedes, Ocon. I personally can't do that, but I really like those 3 picks, so I really like that for you, Sebastian. Fraser did it! Oh my, I mean, you have to tweet at me and let me know how it went. That is actually crazy. Well done to you, Fraser, for daring to do it. 230 viewers, guys. That is crazy. Like the stream. Make sure to subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. Yuki signed till 2025. Oh, I mean, congrats to Yuki. He fully deserves it. Thoughts on using Autopilot this weekend? I talked about Autopilot at 44 minutes into the stream. So go and check the Autopilot segment. It was about 3 minutes. I'm not going to repeat all my arguments for the Autopilot chip. So if you want to know about the Autopilot chip, go to 44 minutes into the stream. Elaine says, or Alan says, thoughts on taking out Stroll for Hamilton? I like that. That's actually... Ooh, could I do that? I mean, I could do that, but I don't know if I can get Ocon in. Hold up, let me cook. I hadn't really thought of selling Stroll. I don't want to sell Stroll because Stroll looks good this week, but say I do Ocon and then ooh. I mean, that does look pretty good, doesn't it? That looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. And then I could do this. So McLaren out, Merc in? I think so. I think so. Ooh, is this good? Am I cooking? Is this good? I feel like this is pretty strong. Like, not having Stroll hurts, because I think Stroll is going to be good. Yuki hasn't looked great this weekend, so I don't mind taking Yuki out. That might be my exact team, but Gasly instead of Ocon. I mean, I like this because of Ocon. So, that looks good if Merc is good. Yep. Oy. Budget help. Hulk, Mag, Sargent, or Bottas, Show, Hulk. Probably Hulk, Mag, Sargent, if I'm honest. I don't personally like the double up on the stake. I can't afford Ocon with only three transfers. Then you just go Gasly, right? You don't take a -10 to bring Ocon. So that's fine. But, like, it depends on what you had before, because I might prefer what you had before. I like this because I can get Ocon in, and I'm Ocon pilled. Like, I want to get Ocon. GR4 says no negative question mark. I don't think you do no negative. You only do no negative in sprint weekends. No negative is so much better. Roberto says Piastri is bad at the moment. No, Piastri is not bad. It's just that I can't afford him, and I really want Ocon. My budget is too low. I think if you have Piastri, you're completely fine. 2x Hamilton or Leclerc? I think you go for Hamilton. Like, honestly, I think you go for Hamilton. Bring in Hamilton or Merc? I think you bring in Merc over Hamilton. But I could do both. I could do this. Okay, so I have 2 options. Yeah, Yuki signed an extension. I saw that. That's great for Yuki. Okay, so actually, let me bring up another tab here. I have two different options here. Are we overrating Mercedes? For sure we're overrating Mercedes, but like, to how much? Is Tsunoda to Ocon worth -10? No, definitely not. Definitely not. I prefer Ocon over Tsunoda this weekend, but I don't think it's worth a -10. I don't think it's almost never worth it, a -10 to change the C-tier driver. No, I still don't get the Mercedes hype. I hope I'm right, but I'm going with my gut. I mean, fair play to you, Cheese. Fair play. I just feel like I'm getting... I've got palpitations. I understand you, Fraser. Your team is crazy. It could go crazy. Why Ocon, says Bubbles. Go to 41 minutes. 41 minutes into the stream. There's a 3-minute segment about Ocon. I don't want to repeat myself too much, but yeah, buy Ocon. 2 times to Piastri or Leclerc? That's close. I think you go for Leclerc. The reason why I think you go for Leclerc, Elio, is because you can very easily final fix Leclerc to someone else if Leclerc is bad. Would you keep Gasly or Tsunoda? Probably Tsunoda, but it depends on who you're buying. Okay, so 25 minutes until the deadline, guys. What was my other cook? Okay, so I have 2 options right now. I think I've decided I'm gonna use 3 transfers, and my options are... where is it? Yeah, so I'm bringing in Mercedes no matter what. These are my options. What do you guys prefer? What do you guys prefer? Okay, let me make a how do you do this? I'm gonna start a poll, okay? So I'm gonna start a poll. Team Ham 2X. Hold on, let's see. Or team... Oh, actually, let's do it. Okay, so which team do you prefer? Question mark. And then I'm gonna do Ham 2X. Actually, just Hamilton 2X or Leclerc. So this is not like, is Hamilton 2X or Leclerc better? It's just like, which team do you prefer? Alright, so poll going up now. Which team do you prefer? So, we have first team, second team. So, first team is this, second team is this. I'm bringing in Mercedes and Ocon no matter what. It's just for who and which team I'm going with. Which team do you prefer? Am I Mercedes pilled? Should I not trust Mercedes? Should I trust Mercedes? Do I like Leclerc 2x boost? I have money in the bank with this one. I don't have money in the bank with this one. This one is a 2 B-tier driver lineup. I hate that it's so even. What are you... No, I want you to be unanimous. Oh, no. Is Mercedes worth a -10 versus keeping McLaren? I don't think so, Eleanor, but it depends on who... Like, if you're just selling McLaren to Mercedes, like, the point of having Mercedes over McLaren is that you can upgrade your other assets. So just taking a -10 to change the constructor, I don't think it's worth. Bro, why am I so conflicted on having Stroll or not? I mean, same, that's kind of this decision. Okay, it's actually 94 votes, and it's literally 50-50. Are you kidding me? This weekend is in shambles. Oh, no. Oh, 2x Hamilton or Verstappen. Okay, if you have Verstappen and Hamilton, you go 2 times Verstappen. Don't even think about it. 2x Verstappen, always. Verstappen's gonna win the race. Verstappen's gonna win the race. It's okay, it's 51. Oh my god, 115 votes, 235 viewers, guys. We have 20 minutes until the deadline. This is the crazy stream so far, and I mean, honestly, when I started streaming 2 weekends ago, I thought we were gonna sit on like 15 viewers. The fact that we're on 235 viewers is crazy. 52% on the Leclerc team, 48% on the Hamilton team. This weekend is in shambles. Shambles. Roberto says DRS on Hamilton or Piastri. I think that case it's Hamilton. It's really Bottas plus Hamilton versus Tsunoda plus Stroll. Yes, but it's also Hamilton. Okay, yeah, let's make a full thing. Oh, let's bring up Canva. Okay, let's bring up Canva. So if you don't know Canva, it's just like it's where I make all my presentations. So let's just do another one. And let's go to drivers. So, considering I'm putting DRS boost, or if I'm doing the Hamilton plus Leclerc lineup, I'm definitely doing the DRS boost on Hamilton. So the actual difference, let's make this a bit smaller, and then let's just duplicate this a bunch of times. Duplicate, what is it? Control D, 4, 5, 6. So the actual difference between the two teams is actually just this, because I have an extra Leclerc, obviously. And then I have, so what is the difference? We have Leclerc, Bottas. Oh no, here we have an extra Hamilton, Bottas, and Hulk, right? So, no. Hamilton, Bottas, Leclerc. Okay, yeah. So let's get some Bottas and Hulkenberg. So what do we think is going to be the best option? So hold up, and here we have Magnussen and Stroll. So these are my options. What do you guys think is better? When I look at it in this way, wait, no, this is wrong, right? Am I stupid? Wait, hold on. Leclerc, Yuki. Wait, I have Yuki. Okay, hold on. I'm not cooking. There's more differences. Wait, what is the actual difference? I need to think. So this team has Leclerc, Hamilton, Ocon, Hulkenberg, Bottas. Ferrari, Mercedes. So Bottas, Hulk, Magnussen, Stroll. Yeah, so Ocon is on both. So Hulk, Bottas, Stroll, Magnussen. Hulk, Bottas, Stroll, Magnussen. Yeah, this is the same. And then we have on this one. Oh yeah, we have two Hamiltons. Yeah, because we have double Hamilton here and no Hamilton here. Yeah. That's the difference. So we have Hamilton, and here we have an extra Leclerc and a Tsunoda. So this is the difference, guys. This is the actual difference between my two teams. Can you even see the entire thing? No, you can't. Okay, hold on. Let's go full screen. Can you see this then? No. Let's just bring this out. Can you see this here? All right. So this is the difference. This is the difference between the two teams. Which one? So we have 55% says the Leclerc team. Okay, I missed something. Okay, so Fraser with another super chat, man. Oh my god, thank you so much. If Ham gets podium, I think he gets driver of the day. I have 2x Ham. I agree. I think Ham definitely gets driver of the day if he gets on the podium. So, okay, so the first poll was which team was better. The Leclerc team won by 54%. Okay, I'm gonna make another one. Now that you guys actually see the difference, we're gonna look at this exact thing on F1 Fantasy Tools, by the way, afterwards. So let's make another poll. Start a poll. Left or right? Left or right? Start a poll. All right, everyone, get in the votes. Left or right? Which one is the best one? Because this is the actual difference between the teams. So this one has two B tier drivers. Because so this is like the DRS boosted driver, and then so we have just two Hamiltons versus, this. I will get to my thoughts in a second. It's 15 minutes. It is 15 minutes until the deadline. It's gonna be 50-50 again. I don't think it's gonna be 50-50 again because now people actually see the difference. It's very hard to just judge. Like, I think if you are sitting there with two options like I am right now, I think you should do the same thing. Look at what the actual difference is on your team and not just do it on vibes. Because I really like the Hamilton team, but now that I see it like this... So, okay, so the 2 times Ham is because, like, here we have DRS boost on Hamilton. Here we have no Hamilton. So we get Hamilton's points twice. Which is why here we have Leclerc on both teams, but on this team we only have one. We have 2 Leclercs, and here we have 1 Leclerc. So you gotta imagine Hamilton as being 2 Hamiltons, because on one team there's no Hamilton, on the other team it's DRS boost Hamilton. So this is essentially, that's why I have 2 Hamiltons here. See, now it's 60% on the right side. So I'm gonna go through what I think. I think Magnussen is better than Hulkenberg. I think Stroll is better than Bottas. And I think Stroll is quite a lot better than Bottas. As for Hamilton and Leclerc, I think Hamilton is slightly better than Leclerc. And Hamilton is obviously better than Yuki. Quick fix Hamilton in. You could final fix Hamilton in for Leclerc if you want. Lars says, everyone's hyping Hamilton up just for him to put a P8 in quality, and I'm trying to not get my hopes up. That is definitely possible. Stroll or Alonso, says Calendori. I think Stroll. Jesus Christ. 230 people, 63 likes. Thank you guys so much. This stream has been absolutely crazy. 15 minutes ago, alarm bells going off. Wee, 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 wee. I think when you spread out the risk, you lose the benefits of sharp moves. I agree, but it's difficult. What do you think about Leclerc, Hamilton, Stroll, Yuki, Hulk, Ferrari, Mercedes? Looks fantastic. That is... How can you afford that? Jesus, you're so rich. What? How do you afford that, Boobam? I wish I could afford that. Darko says, you deserve, man. Keep you up. Thank you so much, Darko. That actually means a lot. What do you think of Ferrari, Mercedes, Leclerc, Stroll, Hulk, Tsunoda, Ocon? Looks fantastic. That's kind of like what I'm rocking here, right? Leclerc, Tsunoda, Stroll, Hulk. Oh yeah, I mean it's close to what I have here. You have Hulkenberg, I have Magnussen. I love that team. I mean this could just as well be Hulk. So yeah, I love that team. Whoever said that, I actually had to scroll down. Flinty said that. Thank you so much for your question, Flinty. Thank you so much for all the questions, guys. I'm sorry if I have not 119.6. Oh, you're so rich. How are you so rich? I think a minus 10 is worth it in your position. Just keep building the budget, man. You are killing it. I have 114 mil. Do you prefer Stroll or Ocon? Ocon all the way. We're putting a lot of hope onto B here. Yep. Oh yeah. I actually my heart is going like this. Doom 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 doom. Can you hear it through the mic? Oh my god. This Red Bull is making me... I'm losing my mind. Is Bottas for Ocon worth the minus 10? No, I don't think minus 10 is ever worth it for C-tier assets. It is the Red Bull. Yeah, it's the Red Bull. It's the Red Bull. I don't drink Red Bull that often, but I felt like I had to because I'm tired. And now I'm no longer tired. 12... I need to make a decision. Alright, so... Left or right? It seems like you guys are preferring right. I kind of agree, but I also kind of don't. Like, so obviously Stroll and Magnussen are better than Bottas and Hulk, but I don't think this is as obvious. Is Yuki gonna be that good this race? Yuki has kind of struggled so far, and I still have Leclerc points with this team, and like getting double. I mean, if Hamilton puts it P3, the thing is with this team. Like, if Hamilton puts it P8, I would want to final fix him out. I can't final fix him out for anything. I can't... Wait. I can't afford Oscar Piastri. Why is it not allowing me to buy Oscar Piastri? Can you guys see that? Why can I not buy Oscar Piastri? But, like, would I want to have DRS boost on Oscar Piastri? So the thing is with this team, I'm relying on Hamilton not being P8. Do I want to rely on Hamilton not being P8? I don't think so. I think it's this. I think you guys have convinced me. The Hamilton copium is too great. The Hamilton copium is way too great. I think we're just sticking with what we have. I think the team on the right seems more reliable, but I really want Hamilton to do well again. I agree. It would be great to see Mercedes do well. So yeah, if you haven't voted in the poll, make sure to do it now. It was 5 minutes ago. I should end the poll. We have 126 votes. That's crazy. Oh my god, May with the super chat. Thank you so much. Mercedes, Ferrari, Verstappen, Magnussen, Show, Tsunoda, Ocon, or okay, so Mercedes, Ferrari on both. Verstappen, Magnussen, Show, Tsunoda, Ocon. That's a good team. Leclerc, Magnussen, Show, Ocon, Stroll. Okay, so what really is the difference here? It's Leclerc times 2 with Stroll versus Verstappen times 2 plus Tsunoda. I think you go Verstappen times 2 plus Tsunoda over Leclerc times 2 because I think Verstappen is going to win the race and I don't really trust Leclerc. Thank you so much for the super chat, by the way, Mai. But yeah, I think I would go for the Verstappen team. I think Verstappen is going to win the race. LOL says, I wanted to leave a change for Barcelona, but it's impossible. Yeah, it's looking pretty hard. Gasly or Bottas, says LBJ. It's tough. It's tough. I think it's very even. I would probably go for Bottas, but I'm not really gasly pilled at the moment. I use Final Fix after quali. You can use Final Fix after the quali scores have been added, but don't like just rip it. Ask me first. Michael says, one last question. Do you like Ocon this weekend? I love Ocon this weekend. Okay, I need to make my transfers. It's 9 minutes to go, guys. 9 minutes to go. Don't miss your deadline. Don't miss the deadline. Does Final Fix cost a transfer? No, it does not cost a transfer. It just gives you an extra transfer. It just gives you an extra transfer. The Red Bull is really getting to me now. Oh my god. And also, be sure to stick around. We're watching qualifying. Obviously, I can't stream it, but if you want to watch qualifying alongside me, stick around. We're going to watch qualifying as soon as the clock hits, 5 p.m. local time? 4 p.m. local time? It's 10 p.m. here. Hamilton or Piastri? Hamilton. If you use Final Fix Hamilton in, can he get DRS boost? Yes, so if you Final Fix the DRS boost slot, that the person you DRS boost in will get the DRS. Can I ask why buy Ocon? At 41 minutes into the stream, there's a 3-minute segment on why you should buy Ocon. So go back. I'm not going to repeat myself this close to the deadline, John. Just take the slider, go back to 41 minutes, and you can check the Ocon reasonings there. But yeah, I'm buying Ocon. Alright, so what do I do? Okay, so this is the difference. I think we're going with this side. I think we're not going for Hamilton. I think another argument for why the right side is better is that it's very easy. I have so much budget in the bank that I can do Leclerc to someone else later, and also use Final Fix if I want to. Whereas if I do this, I'm pretty stuck with Hamilton, and if Hamilton puts a P8, I'm kind of screwed. Who's the best budget driver between the three? Bottas, Show, Sargent. I think Bottas, for sure. Because Sargent, I don't trust. Show, I don't trust. So yeah, Bottas for sure, Rainsy. It is 8 minutes to go, guys. 8 minutes to go. Don't miss the deadline. Don't miss the deadline. 230 people is crazy. Thank you so much. Make sure to like the stream. 70 likes. There's 230 people in here. Let's get it to 100. 30 more people can like the stream. 30 more people can like the stream. Do I hold wildcard for the next races? I think so, yes. DRS Leclerc or Piastri is a difficult one. I think you go for Leclerc. 2x Hamilton or Leclerc, I think you go for Hamilton. Red Bull or Mercedes with Ferrari. It depends on other transfers. Mad Manat. I prefer Red Bull over Mercedes, but if you have more transfers and can do like, Mercedes and upgrade Sargent to Ocon, I think I prefer that. Thank you so much for the likes. 82 likes, 85 likes. Come on, guys. Let's get it to 100 before the deadline. We're 230 people. I just need 15 people to like the stream. Thank you so much, guys. Oh my god. Alright, 7 minutes. Don't miss your thing. Okay, well, I need to do my transfers. I have decided. I am not sure about it, but we're sticking with the 2x DRS boost on Leclerc. If it turns out that Leclerc is like P7 and P8 and he looks bad, I can always Final Fix it. Because I'm going to have a lot of money in the bank with this move. So, my final transfers are... Drumroll, please, like the stream. We're doing the final 9 more likes. We're on 91 likes. Let's get to 100 likes. 200 people here. It is 6 minutes to deadline. This is a crazy one. Oh my god, €6 for Darko. Just a thank you for the stream. Dude, thank you so much, Darko. That's so kind of you. That's so kind. Ocon or Magnussen? Buy Ocon, if anything. If you take away anything from the stream, is buy Ocon. If Ocon crashes, blame me, okay? So, my final transfer is McLaren out for Mercedes. We're trusting the Sims a little bit, but not the entire way. Then we are getting in the one, the only, the GOAT, Esteban Ocon. And we're also getting K-Mag in to maximize our C-tier assets. And that is it. Leclerc or Hamilton for 2x DRS, says Sanja. Go for Hamilton if you have the 2. Thank you so much for the super chat, Darko. That's so kind. Let's see. Just notice the super chat has the Merc color. Maybe it means something. I'm coping. Well, we'll see. We'll see. 5 minutes deadline. Michael donated $2 saying buy Ocon. Buy Ocon. This is the Ocon stream now. This is the Ocon stream. Magnussen or Hulkenberg. I'm literally selling Hulkenberg to buy Magnussen. I could stick with Hulkenberg here, but I'm gonna trust K-Mag. We like Ocon. We like Ocon. Just got here. Why are you not going Hamilton? Well, we had an option. These were my options, and I think I preferred this side. It was left side or right side? It's right side. We did a vote in chat. I think we're going for the right side. I can always final fix Leclerc out. If Hamilton puts it P8, I cannot final fix Hamilton out because I would have Hamilton and Leclerc. So with this, I'm very flexible for final fix. I still have Mercedes in for the Mercedes points. I feel like it's safer. 4 minutes to the deadline. Stroll or Magnussen? I think you Stroll if you can choose. Bottas or Albon or Tsunoda or Ocon? Ocon, John. Ocon. Vaishnev says Bottas or Albon or Sargent. I think you go for Bottas. I don't like Williams that much. Lock it in. I need to lock it in. 4 minutes to the deadline. 3 changes. Nico. 2. Kevin. Valtteri. 2. Ocon. Yes. McLaren to Mercedes. Confirm changes. Boom. It's done. Let's make some changes for my other team just for fun. What do we do here? Let's just make some changes for fun. I have 2 transfers. Let's do this. And wait. What should we do for my second team just for fun? Just for funsies. Should we do... just for funsies, should we do Hamilton? Just see how it goes. Actually, let's stick with Red Bull here. This is not a team that I care about. Let's just do this. I started this in like Shanghai. Let's just do this just for fun. 2 times boost on Hamilton. Boom. Just for fun, you know. I don't care about the second team. Alright. This is the team, guys. We've locked in. 197 viewers. Dude, guys, we're on 95 likes. I need 5 more likes for 100 likes. We have 3 minutes to the deadline. I'm taking quick fire questions. All of those big, like, team questions. Let's say, like, Ocon, Hamilton, Hulkenberg. I'm reading from Ilio. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to answer it right now. I'm doing quick fire questions. Ocon won't do anything. Matty, I'm gonna prove you wrong. Come back here after the race. He's gonna have a 5-place grid penalty, and he is going to cook. Piastri or Russell? I think Russell. Stroll or Alonso? I think Stroll. Tsunoda or Magnussen is a tough one. I think Magnussen because Tsunoda has not looked that strong so far this weekend, but normally I prefer Tsunoda. McLaren or Mercedes? It depends. McLaren, but Mercedes if you can also upgrade someone else, because Mercedes is obviously cheaper. And also, I mean, Mercedes looks strong, so I think I prefer Mercedes over McLaren. And what time was the Ocon argument? At 41 minutes into the stream. 41 minutes into the stream. But it was a 3-minute segment, and you have 2 minutes to the deadline. So at this point, just trust me and buy Ocon. Let's see. It was, yeah, 41 minutes in. It's the Ocon. Yuki or Ocon? Ocon. Okay, so Hulk or Show? Hulkenberg for sure. I don't trust Show at the moment. He's had two crashes already in practice. I don't trust Show in the rain. Leclerc or Hamilton for the 2x? Hamilton, if you have the 2. Let's see. 107 likes on the stream. We did it, guys. Thank you so much. 2 minutes to the deadline. Piastri or Hamilton? Hamilton. I think if you are in the 2 sort of in the 2 premium driver lineup, I think you go for Hamilton this weekend and go and you just take fake. Ocon will crash Hamilton after pit stop. Note my words. That would be hilarious, and I would cry. Albon or Ricardo? Ooh, I don't like either of them. Pick someone else, Trayton. Sonic says, thank you, Rain. You are welcome. Juan says, rain. Oh, yeah, it's raining. I am not watching the stream right now. It is raining. Apparently. Don't forget to subscribe. Road to 1K. Thank you, Hugo. Also, thank you so much for all the super chats. How many did we get? We got a couple this stream. Oh, my God. Yeah, I mean, this stream was crazy, guys. This stream was absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Thank you so much for the likes. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm doing more of these deadline streams. I'm gonna try and do it every weekend I can. It might be a bit scuffed for the Barcelona weekend because it's midsummer and we celebrate that in Sweden. So Fraser, oh god, what have I done? I would imagine you are panicking. Celtic, wish you all the best. Thank you, man. Not on the Mercopian. Great stream, Rain. Thank you so much, Gordon. Thank you so much. Ay. It's 1 minute, guys. It's 1 minute. It's 1 minute. In my house, starting to rain. Oh yeah, you were close to the thing, right? Good luck. Good luck. Have fun, everyone. This is my final team. I've decided. If I update the thing, I'm stuck with this now. Racing is epic. Oh god, I've screwed myself over completely. Ay. Awesome stream. Thank you, Aravins. Thank you. I'm gonna watch the quali here. So if you don't have anywhere else to be and have another monitor to watch the quali on, you can stick around and hear my live screaming when Mercedes, when Hamilton gets pole. Leclerc will cook. I hope so. I'm putting my bets on the Monegasque. Some cars out with slicks. Oh, I need to go put the stream up. Deadline. It's deadline. It's over. Oh, that was so stressful. I need to just... Oh my god. That was very stressful. I mean, that Red Bull definitely definitely helped. Oh my god. Grab a beer, my guy. I should. Yeah. Alright, let's Ryan says, not a question, but thank you for these live streams. Absolutely class. Greeting from Brussels. Hey, thanks, man. That means a lot. That means a lot. Thank you so much for all the... I mean, this stream was crazy. We peaked at 240... We actually got to 240 viewers. This is my third stream ever on this channel. And I hit 240 viewers. That's actually unbelievable. Alright, let's get some quali up and going. I unfortunately can't show the quali, obviously, because I would get giga banned. So find quali on a second monitor. Stick around. It will be fun. It will be less hectic. The choice is made. And guys, don't stress over the decision after the decision is made, because when something happens in a fantasy game, you can only like evaluate it based on the decision making and not the outcome. Because if your entire team DNFs, that was impossible to predict. So don't beat yourself up if it doesn't go your way. If you bought Hamilton and you have 2x Hamilton and Hamilton crashes, don't beat yourself up. All the simulations said that Hamilton was the fastest. Hamilton looked good. Maybe you overtrusted him a bit, but like you have to trust your own thought process in fantasy sports always. And now, you know, the team's locked. You can't change it anymore. So don't beat yourself up if it doesn't go your way. What a stream. What a stream. The buy Ocon stream. Let's bring the quali up and watch some Formula 1. I don't think you guys can hear it. If you guys can hear it, you have to tell me. No. It's muted. Alright, so I'm just gonna lower the volume a bit because it's crazy. Yeah, people are out on slicks right now, but it's looking like rain's on the way. Stroll's out on slicks. Whew. Alright. Let me bring up chat somewhere else so I can watch the stream and still interact with you guys. Where can I put this? I don't know how my... So I'll just have the chat here and then this one here because it's funny. So you can see the chat twice now, but yeah. Gee whiz says, my favorite bit now, qualifying watch along. I cannot hear I hear my TV. Good. McLaren Garage said nothing on the radar. Norris radio said light rain. That sounds like copium. I mean, it is a bit copium. Okay. Vigard says, for how many years have you been following F1? So I watched Formula 1 a lot with my dad when I was young. But, I mean, I'm not going to lie and say that the Drive to Survive didn't reignite my passion for it. Like, before Drive to Survive, I only watched, like, the occasional race. I wasn't, like, following it religiously. But I've always watched it. I had a Renault Alonso car, like a replica. I got that for my 6th birthday or something. My 5th or 6th birthday. Something like that. So I've watched Formula 1 my entire life, but I haven't been like heavily invested until Drive to Survive came along. Decided to use my what was I thinking chip. What? Yeah. Alright. Out come the Mercs. Stroll being the wall of champions. You heard it here first. Hey man, I mean, you might be right. Do I have Stroll? I don't even remember what my team was. I think my team... I should have my team up. How can I fit all of this on the stream at the same time? This is just... This little thing I made was so funny. I love the little... I'm never gonna switch off the MS Paint thing. It's super unprofessional, but it's very, very, very funny. Can I fit everything in here? Probably not, right? Let's just bring this out and then just make it a tad smaller and just have this in the background. So let's see here. That is the team. Let's make it even smaller still. Yeah. There we go. That's a good screen. And then we do the chat, and then we do the MS Paint. Can I remove this? I don't even know how MS Paint works. Oh well. Oh yeah, we can do this. Oh, here we go. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I just want everything in here, you know. I just want a nice screen that you guys can look at while we watch QUALI watch along. I always have nothing to do while you know the first rounds of Q1 don't really make sense. All right, here we go. That's a screen right there. There we go. That's a screen right there. My boy Lando getting the job done. 111 likes. 111. 111. Yeah, it's 111. 65 people still in here. I mean, I knew there's always been a drop off, but like 65 people still in the chat is amazing. We got 1,600 total views this stream. That's crazy. That is crazy. Da 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 da. Whew. I need to breathe after that. All right. Now we just sit back, relax, and watch Hamilton put a P8. I mean, I was thinking Hamilton this entire. I didn't even talk about Russell. George is flying, yeah. Imagine all. I don't think I mentioned Russell like 3 times this stream. Who said Stroll in the Wall of Champions? Wait, who said Stroll in the Wall of Champions? Amen. Like it literally just happened. I mean, he didn't crash, but he touched. That's so funny. Does SC Bestie get quality points based on before or after the penalty? Before. So if he gets like a P10, he gets 1 point, and then he starts P14. But honestly, I would prefer it if he like gets P15. Yeah. I mean, yeah, he went close. My stream is behind. I should have a timer up, but I can't be asked. I'm on 11, 10, 11.9. Oh wait, I should add that. Hold on. Timer countdown. Can I like? Yeah, let me try and fix one here. Let me try and fix a timer here. Pop out countdown timer. Let's see. I don't really want to go. Can I wanna have it like pop out. I mean, I could just do one in Google. I don't really need to have the fantasy tip up anymore. I guess I could just start a timer here. Yeah, let's get a timer up here so you guys can time your thing to mine. If you're ahead, you will know. Let's see. Let's try and reset. 9:30, 40, 39, 38. I mean, I did say Verstappen was gonna win. You think Bottas gets through with that time? No. I think everyone is improving. It doesn't look like there's gonna rain, so I think the times are just gonna get better and better, because it definitely has rained. Oh! That's Stroll again, dude. Dude, Stroll, can you stop? He literally smashed his rear into... Oh my god. Stroll, you absolute buffoon, man. Absolute buffoon. I mean, he is a champion, right? What's happening, guys? My TV died. Who? Did I die? I think I'm still here. That's a Mercedes lawnmower right there. All right, let's fix the timer. All right. I need to time it. 8:30. Okay. 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31. Boom. Oh yeah. Okay, this is accurate. So this is where. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you can. All right. So yeah, that's. I mean, I can fix like a proper app, and like pop out like a pretty timer for next time, for next stream. So yeah, there's That is like where the stream's at for Q1. So you guys can time it with me if you are ahead. I'm not gonna time it with all of you, so that is where I'm at in the live stream in the Q1. Show is last. What else is new? Paris 17th, classic. Mercedes lawnmowers are overrated. I like Red Bull lawnmowers because of the lower ride height. That's funny. Russell is cooking. Oh, Hamilton's also cooking. Are the... No? Russell's cooking, man. It just went completely black and won't go on. I want to cry. No, Evie, no. Not like this. Where Mercedes instead of McLaren have the same team, Hulk instead of Mag, and Ferrari, McLaren for constructors. I mean, just because Mercedes looked strong this weekend, and Mercedes are a B-tier asset, so they have a higher likelihood of rising in price. So, yeah, Mercedes. There's grass, there's leaves all over the track. Yeah, so essentially like 3 reasons. Mercedes looked good. The simulations predicted Mercedes to be good. There's 4 reasons. It allowed me to get Ocon and Magnussen in, so it allowed me some better C tier assets in upgrades. And Mercedes is a B tier asset instead of an A tier asset, so they have a chance of increasing 1 million in price. Piastri was impeded a lot there, yeah. Let's see. What else do we have? Any questions here? Piastri pitting for new tires. Interesting. Perez and Piastri currently out. Yeah. Whew. Oh my god. I need to breathe. I need to breathe. I am still here. 2 sets of soft needed for Q1 is crazy. I mean, yeah. But I would imagine there's a lot of track evolution considering it has rained and it looks like it's drying up, you know. Track cold. I sold Piastri for Hamilton, so fingers crossed. Sounds like a good move, Vegard. Hot take, Perez out in Q1. I mean, if Perez is out in Q1 again, like, how Red Bull signed him for 2 years is kind of crazy. Is Ricardo confirmed for VCarb next year? I feel like that's also crazy. Nah, Perez is improving. He's gonna be fine. Surely Perez is fine. Oh, he stopped. Wow. Wow, Perez in pit. Why? What? Oh yeah. They don't think that time that Perez was setting now is gonna be enough. So they're gonna put new tires on Perez so he can be better. That's crazy. Yeah, I know Yuki's approved, but I don't know if Danny Rick was approved. I just saw that like it was likely, like it was, yeah. If rain hits, he's out. I don't think it's gonna rain. Oh, my TV also went black now. I know, it's back. Ocon 19th. I'm cooking with Ocon. Cooking. Alright. Rick hasn't been great. I don't... Rick hasn't been confirmed yet. I don't feel like Rick deserves it. I feel like Lawson should get it. I saw Tsunoda was confirmed. Which, like... I feel bad for Tsunoda. He deserves the Red Bull seat. Hamilton and Tsunoda impeded. That could be interesting. I mean, if you're a Hamilton owner, you're crying right now. If you're a Tsunoda owner, you're pretty happy. Tsunoda starting further back is good. Unless he qualifies in like P7, then you're crying. Gasly second. Woo! Yeah, okay, the evolution is crazy. Like, no times matter. Mag 8th. That might not be enough. Can Mag do another lap? Piastri only 11th is crazy. Stroll first. Ocon 5th. Verstappen is still in the pit. Final fix for Piastri. I mean, okay, I'm gonna say this right now. If there's ever a moment where I think the final fix is worth it, I will do an emergency video. I will for sure make a video like, you should final fix this person in. And so far there hasn't been this season. I might even make that kind of a video. I should actually like prepare a thumbnail for like a final fix clickbait thumbnail, like use your final fix now or something like that. Because there's gonna be moments this year where a final fix is good, but I might not go for it. Max went... Oh. Oops. Uh-oh. Piastri might be out. Norris P1. I mean, if Piastri is out, that is great for owners. I mean, like obviously it's better if he gets P2, but like a Piastri from 16th would be amazing. I think Piastri has another. Yeah, Piastri's not out yet. He has another lap in him. Sainz is 15th. I mean, this is crazy. I feel like everything could happen here. I feel like everything could happen here. Like, who's even... Sargent is 7th. Like, what? Russell goes 2nd. Norris still fastest. Carlos Sainz down in 15th on a fast lap right now. Hamilton goes top. Uh-oh. Sainz and Leclerc both slower than Hamilton by a 10th. Oh, no further investigation. Hamilton owners feasting. Rigged. FIA corrupt. As a Piastri fan, I'm sweating right now. Like, honestly, as a Piastri fan, you either want him P2 or you want him P20. Like, Perez is lost. He needs to... If Perez stuffs it here, he's gone. Sainz, only 4th. I mean, that's decent. I think that should be safe. Stroll, Alonso, Tsunoda, Gasly, Sargent. Who still has a lap in them? I don't think Gasly... I think Gasly's done. Yeah, Gasly's in pits. Norris is in pits. Mag 8th should be enough. That's unfortunate. I wish Mag would have been like P20. Leclerc 6th. Fastest in Sector 3 though. Bottas only 12th. I don't think that will be enough. Oh no, Perez. What are you... Oh, he's only 12th. Dude, Perez is so lucky if he gets through on that. That might not be enough. Perez might be out in Q1 again. And if he is, it is tragic. Because Max Verstappen is on purple. Piastri out? I don't think so. Oh, that is my timer. That was very annoying. Reset. Alright, we're on 0. Piastri up to P2. Yep, Piastri's fine. Told you. Verstappen goes fastest, right? Boom. Oh my god, what is that time? Half a second. Tsunoda goes 2nd. There's the real driver for Red Bull. Dude, if Perez is gonna be out. Perez is actually out again. Come on, Albon. Fucking send okay, that is mean. Sorry for swearing. Like, I just... There's no... Oh! Perez is out. Perez is out again, man. Perez is so bad. Ocon is 18th. He's starting last. Perez is swearing. Hulkenberg's out. I wish I kept Hulk over Mag. Show lost again. He's not staying in the sport. Checo, man. Again. Dude, what, like... What is he doing? What is he doing, man? What is he doing? What is Checo doing, man? Ay. If Hamilton qualifies first, worth final fixing Leclerc for him? Depends on where Leclerc is. If Leclerc is 2nd, then no. Dude, like, Checo again. If Checo's gonna go on another run, like how can they re-sign him for 2 years? How can... Yeah, Perez can drive a shot. I mean, he's gonna get fired, but, like, he's gonna get paid. I feel like Red Bull's on a massive blunder re-signing him already. Max does... I mean, maybe Checo does like... Maybe Checo gets overtakes. Ocon is out. That's good for owners. He's going to start last with his grid penalty. So that's great. I wish I kept Hulkenberg over Magnussen now. It's not very often Magnussen out-qualifies Hulkenberg. Give Yuki the seat. That's what I'm saying. They've re-signed Yuki until 2025. Put Yuki in the Red Bull. He deserves it, man. He's hungry. Perez is like... He got the contract and now he's just driving. My guess is they signed Perez to keep Verstappen happy and staying at Red Bull. Maybe. The disappointed face in the RB garage. I'm dead. Yeah, I mean, he... Low speed corners 0.7 seconds faster than Perez. What? How is that even possible? He's a second faster. Ugh. Low speed cornering. What is Perez doing? Track evolution's crazy. Checo out in Q1 again. Wow, wow, wow. Do you final fix Checo in? No. I don't think you do it. I think it's limited how well he's going to perform. Yeah, so Ocon is going to start last tomorrow, which is great for owners. That gives him a lot of opportunity to... Remember my early prediction? Yeah. Yeah, I do. Remember we said maybe Checo gets overtakes in Australia? How did that go? Yup. Yup. That's what we said. Yuki just slapped Perez in the face. I mean, Yuki literally put it a tenth behind Verstappen. And we thought Verstappen's time was crazy. Like, Yuki is hungry. Yuki wants the Red Bull seat and he deserves it. But yeah, maybe it's to keep Verstappen happy. But like, Red Bull can't keep Verstappen happy with keeping Perez if like they don't win the Constructors' Championship. Oh, it might rain in Q3. It might rain in Q3. So glad I didn't ditch Yuki for Esteban. Definitely not worth using my final transfer. That's fair. But like, I feel like Ocon from last is gonna cook. He's gonna cook. Whew. Ay. I'm very hungry. I need to get some snacks or something. Bottas and Show. I mean, Show lost again. That's like the third time in a row Show has been lost in quali. He's not getting re-signed. Yuki is also abusive with his engineers. Yep. But I mean, like, if he can be there to win you a Constructors' Championship. Is this Ocon position in plan? I mean, yeah. Like, Ocon starting from last is best case scenario. We knew Ocon was going to start near the back. Him starting literally last is best case scenario. He has, like, Show and Sargent and Bottas to get past. We love that. Like, Ocon from last is actually best case scenario. We just hope he doesn't start from the pit lane now. We just hope he actually starts on the grid. Alright, let's get the timer up and running. This is my final team, guys, if you didn't see. So, yeah, K-Mag out-qualifying Hulkenberg is a bit of a question mark. Correction, Sargent and Ocon will crash when Ocon goes for a move in the wet. True. Oh. Is that rain? Oh, no. That was just from the engine. I'm sorry, but those are two very high-risk drivers. Yep. I mean, I have Ocon, Magnussen, and Stroll. And Tsunoda. Like, I have Assassin City right here in my team. My team is actually just set up for disaster. The only thing that will be worse is Sargent in there. Ay, 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 ay. Sorry for the flickering, guys. Whew. Oh. Ooh. What a stream. What a stream. Thank you so much, guys. All of you still being here. 53 people is still really good for a watch along. What, the peak 240 viewers is crazy. Yeah, Sargent did make it to Q2. Sargent did make it to Q2. Oh, let's see. 14. Oh, I missed the timer. Whoops. 14 and let's do 20 and 3, 2, 1. Start. All right, there you go. Timer is up. This is the Q2 timer on my stream, so you guys can sync up if you want. Just know that this is like the time that I'm listening to your commentary to try to keep up. Nice. Spots of rain. Oh, okay. Everyone needs to go fast now. I mean, it's just a couple of drops, but that could really change the track evolution. So everyone needs to do slick runs now, or else they could be out. That's really interesting. This could be a good quality, guys. This could be a great quality. Juan says, "Sun's out at my house again. Geez, weather is insane." It sounded like the what's it called? The Swedish weather. That's a bit of the same. We've had the similar thing to just like, oh, it's sun and then it rains, and sun, rain, sun, rain, sun, rain. Lara, yeah, I could see a little bit of drizzle. Oof. All right. Russell out on track. Well, I mean, they have 13 minutes to set a lap in, but if rain is gonna come and ruin, like even rain in one corner, if that's a slow speed corner, that could really like add a couple tenths to your lap. So you really need to get your lap out on the slicks now before it's too late. Let me get the circuit map up. Let me get the so what is it? What is this thing? Turn 8 and 9? Yeah, that is right after the DRS. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the track by heart, so turn 8 and 9 is the corner after the first DRS zone. Or DRS sector in sector 2. It's a slow chicane before the hairpin. That could definitely impact lap times. Hamilton actually is ahead of Russell for once. Mag behind them, 13.2. Piastri, purple sector 2. Here comes Norris. Sainz missed his lap. Norris behind Magnussen, only 13.207. Piastri, I feel like this is a fast one. Yep. Oh, by 6 tenths. What a lap by Piastri. Good job. Good. Oh yeah, he had new. Okay, so Piastri had new tires. Piastri with new tires. I feel like everyone should be doing new tires. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, so new tires from Piastri. That's why the lap was so quick. Norris was not on new tires. Verstappen. Ricardo goes behind Norris. Oh, 21. He must have messed up. Verstappen, second place. Gasly lost. I mean, people are messing up. Both Ricardo, Sainz, Tsunoda, Gasly messed up. Or apparently doing 2 warm-up laps. Sargent puts it effectively lost of those that have set up real time. That is drizzles on the camera, guys. That is drizzles on the camera. Albon ahead of Sargent. I think both Williams are going out this one. Verstappen's down, let's go. Yeah, but I don't think that's a real lap. Yeah, Sainz now set it 13-0. I think they did 2 warm-up laps. Stroll, ooh, only 13-2 from Stroll. That might not be enough. If it's going to start raining, these could be the fastest times we see. Alonso goes second, 12-8. Yeah, Verstappen's still fine. Leclerc up second, 12-7. No one's like reaching Piastri's times though. Tsunoda. Russell's cooking. 12-9 for Tsunoda. Fourth place. Decent. Russell's on 2 purples. Ricardo with an actual time, 12-9. Above Tsunoda. Key. Russell. Gasly's not cooking. He's probably out. I think it's probably Alpine, Williams, and then the last 2 spots. Ooh, Russell goes fastest. Sargent puts it on pole and takes out everyone to start. I'm calling it. You are smoking, Laura. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's double Williams Alpine out probably, and then the last 2 spots is anyone. I bet he did that on purpose. It's crazy. Hamilton. Oh, bonk. Dude, like, I'm actually feeling like this is gonna be a Russell cook. We all talked about Hamilton, and now, oh, what a drift. Yeah, I agree with you, Racing's epic. I think this could be a Russell beating Hamilton again. I mean, maybe we should have seen this coming. Actually, Russell has been better than Hamilton all year in qualifying. Logan Sargent, yeah, Logan Sargent's 100% out. This is those kinds of times is not gonna cut it. Did it start raining or not? McLaren said drizzles in turn 8-9. Sargent goes above Albon and Gasly, but that's about it. I think those 3 are pretty guaranteed to be out. I don't see any of them improving their times. It's just who gets the last 2 spots, or who's out of those. Albon tire broken. I missed that completely, Juan. Oh, please start raining. Verstappen in the 11th would be fantastic. Yeah. So yeah, Hulkenberg was 19th. I actually regret selling. I sold Hulkenberg to Magnussen. I wish I had a Hulk now over Mag. But yeah, I mean, K-Mag's kind of cooking. Is Stroll not going to make Q3? I mean, I'm fine with Stroll going out in Q2 because he can maybe climb in the race. I feel like if Stroll is just P10, he's just either dropping or, staying. No, I got maxed 2 times. I mean, I would love it, but I know some people would be kind of upset if... No. It's not raining. Max is setting a fast lap. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Russell. Block him. Block him, Russell. He's only slightly faster than Sainz. Weather alert, rain in 9 minutes. I mean, that's not Q2, that's Q3. What would be your general view on when to use final fix on your 2 times DRS? Like, what grid position? I feel like they definitely need to be, like, back, like, not into the points. Like, you never... Apart from maybe Max Verstappen, if Max Verstappen is out on a race where you think Max Verstappen isn't going to be great and he's like P8, then maybe. But it's also very hard to final fix Max Verstappen in. It depends on the driver and it depends on who you're taking out. But I feel like you do it on like a driver who is like taking an engine penalty or something like that and starting like in P17, P18, and you think they're going to climb up to like a P8. Because that's like 10 points, a bunch of overtakes. It's like 25 points, maybe a driver of the day, and you're just chilling, right? I feel like you just guaranteed a 25-pointer unless they crash. Verstappen only barely through. Dude, if Tsunoda knocks Verstappen out, we need track terrorist George Russell back. True. Max must be on old tires. Surely. So yeah, Hugo, I will definitely make, like, if you see me post a video on like a Saturday, I'm gonna make prepare a final fix thumbnail. Oh, everyone's going out now before it starts to rain. Yeah, so I will definitely make a video whenever I think there is a driver worth final fixing. So Max must be on old tires. Oh. Yeah. Albon. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think Albon's out. Oh, Russell. Ay, 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 ay. Russell could have been in the wall. And swoosh. Oh my god. That's spooky. That's spooky right there. Ay, 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 ay. Hey, shout out to you 47 people still chilling here, you know? Do we still have the fucking... Alright, there you go. Shout out to the 47 of you still here. Williams reliability, classic. Don't mind Albon. Albon's a bait. Most highly owned asset in the game for no reason. Nah, it's the casuals. The casuals don't know what we're cooking. Verstappen doing one more run. I mean, there's no way Verstappen's out. There's no way. There's no way. Can I final fix Verstappen in? I don't think I can. I think I'm stuck. I don't think I can go from Leclerc to Verstappen. Albon? Wait, they fixed his car. Huh? Yeah. Shout out to you, Evie, for being here. I forgot to mention this, but apparently the Daily Mail have said Haas signed Ollie Berman for 2025. That'd be exciting. I mean, yeah, I feel like he deserves a chance. Yeah, I don't think Magnussen stays. I think out of the current drivers on the grid, I think... Oh my god, Sargent. 5th? Cooking! What's a kilometer? Raw. Everyone has to do another lap then. If Sargent puts it P5, everyone has to make another lap. Literally all of these times do not matter if Sargent puts it P5. Hello? Ay, 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 ay. Norris goes fastest. Stroll. Lance Stroll goes 5th, above Sargent. I mean, is that not enough? Are they out? I don't know what's happening anymore. Ugh, oh, it's so boring when it rains between sessions. I wanted to start raining during one. Mercedes engine fire. Ricardo 4th, crazy. Tsunoda 2nd. Dude, Tsunoda, I'm sorry for ever doubting you. The GOAT. The actual GOAT. Alonso goes 7th. Verstappen signs Leclerc. Stroll might be out. Surely Verstappen signs and Leclerc improve, right? But, I mean, that's Tsunoda and Ricardo through for sure. Surely, yeah. I mean, both V-Carbs are through. Yuki is cooking. Yuki goat Noda. The fact that both Ricardo and Tsunoda are in Q3, I'm saying this now thinking they'll end up in Q3, and Perez is out in Q1 is embarrassing for Perez. It's actually embarrassing. Leclerc only goes 9th fastest. Leclerc might be out. Hold up. Leclerc's only 9th. Sainz and Verstappen has not set their time yet. Leclerc might be out. Wait. No. Leclerc owners, Leclerc at 11th is definitely final fixable. Verstappen 5th. I mean, Sainz can just knock Leclerc out. Leclerc doesn't have another lap in him. Or does he? No. They're done, right? Or are they going another one? Are they going again? Leclerc out could be good for points, though. From 11th? Are you sure? Hamilton fastest. Hamilton cooking. Leclerc's on a slow lap. Leclerc's going to be out. Leclerc's not improving. Russell fastest. Russell's cooking. 11-7. Oh my god. Am I... Oh! Sainz snaps. Sainz. Oh! Sainz out! Sainz is out! Sainz snaps in the final corner and does not kick out Leclerc. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So I think Sainz... Oh wait, Leclerc's out. Wait, what happened? Albon! Wait, both Ferrari are out! Both Ferrari are out! Both Ferrari are out! Oh my god, they don't even get quali points. Oh! Oh, what happened? Albon 6th? What? Oh my god. What? What? Look at Russell and Hamilton! What's happening? What is happening? Leclerc's sights are out. Oh my god. And Verstappen's only 7th. The prophecy was correct. The FP3 simulations. We should have done this. We should have done the triple Mercedes. We should have done the triple Mercedes. Oh my god. We should have done the triple Mercedes. Oh my god. I mean, I didn't think they were gonna be this bad. I thought maybe we're putting it on P7, calling it a day. Is P11 even good for Leclerc? I don't know. If Hamilton or Russell puts it pole, I need to prepare a thumbnail of Leclerc crying and with the final fix chip, and then like Russell or Hamilton like stepping on him. I think if Russell or Hamilton puts it pole, I think you use final fix, because like Ferrari don't look that fast, and from like P11, like what's the highest they can go? I don't think they're overtaking McLarens. I don't think it could be great for points. Do you final fix Leclerc out for one of the Mercedes if they go pole? Oh my god, that's actually crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, Ollie looks so shocked. He actually cannot believe what he just saw. I cannot believe what I just saw. Okay, literally everyone is Ollie Behrman right now. You cannot tell me otherwise. No one predicted this. I mean, I guess F1 fan... I mean, no. Even F1 Fantasy Tools is saying you should have Ferrari in. There's no way. There's actually no way. Let me get everything back up here. There we go, and the chat. Oops, nope. Can you use final fix on constructors? No, you can only use it on drivers. Ugh. Jesus Christ, the voice crack. Hi, darling. Guys, my girlfriend's in the chat. Say hi. Leclerc is good for points now? Is he? Like, if he was 15th, then yeah, because he would move past everyone. From 11th? Like, if there's a big strategy race, then maybe, but do you really see like Leclerc rising more than like P6? Ay. Fingers crossed for you. Leclerc needs new engine and takes grid penalty. I mean, that would be ideal. I mean, Leclerc from P20, that's hot. Leclerc from P11, not so much. Oh, Wall of Champions? No. Kari, they're saying happy birthday to your dad because I told them that I was late because I was with... Yeah, so... Verstappen super close to the wall. I wish the Wall of Champion claimed Verstappen just now. I cannot believe both Ferraris are out. I actually cannot believe this. Maybe the other lineup was correct. You guys made me go with the Leclerc lineup. Don't forget what we could have had. We could have had Hulkenberg from P19 over Magnussen. We wouldn't have had Yuki, though. We need Yuki to save us. We could have had double Hamilton. We could have had this, guys. You guys made me go for this. I blame you. I blame everyone who voted. I blame everyone who voted. I mean, it was 50-50 for the longest time. It was like 60-40, so... Leclerc's finished P4 behind both Mercedes and Max. I mean, okay, if Leclerc finishes P4 from P11, that's good, right? So, but do you think he'll do that? Do you honestly think Leclerc from P11 will pass? Say Mercedes actually start P1, P2. Do you think Leclerc makes it past both McLarens and Verstappen? I think like you're probably looking at a P6 at the best. Why was Perez so slow though? Because he's bad. I don't know. Like, Canada is not... I mean, you can overtake in Canada, but Canada is not that good for overtaking. Let's look at some race results for Canada last year. I don't believe there was that many overtakes in Canada last year. Let's see. 2023. Let's look at Canada for overtakes. Mercedes fans are happy, laughing. If this website wants to work. Let's look at some stats, shall we? Race overtakes in Canada. Like, the most overtakes in Canada last year was 5. The average overtake... It was 2.3 average overtakes in Canada. That is the second lowest. It was literally only Monaco that was worse. So, Canada is not a good race for overtaking. Canada is not a good race for overtaking. How was it in 2022? Is that just 2023 being bad, or is it like... Let's see. Canada... Leclerc had 11, but I feel like he started further back. 1.8. Wow, 2022 was bad. I mean, it's better, but it's also like middle of the ground. It's not really anywhere near all of these numbers. So... I mean, rain can always do crazy things. So... If you are considering final fixing Leclerc right now, I would wait. I would definitely wait and look at the forecast. Because rain... If it's raining tomorrow in the race, I don't think I'm final fixing. Live score and looking oddly for my Leclerc Red Bull Ferrari team. Ooh, yikes, Hugo. Yikes. Juan says, I went in 2017, Hamilton won, and it was a very boring race. Nothing happened. Are you switching Leclerc to Hamilton? I mean, it depends. So, I would definitely wait and see if it's going to rain. I think because you don't get the quali points, so, you know, that's over anyway. If it's raining, I feel like that gives Ferrari more... But maybe Ferrari was bad in the rain, I don't know. I mean, Hamilton... If Hamilton qualifies in P1, how do you not final fix Leclerc to Hamilton? I wish I went for this now. No, this team was so good. Not qualifying. This is actually crazy. Ferrari's hurting me. Why was... hate to say, I told you so. Fraser is absolutely feasting right now. I'm sorry I told you to buy Red Bull, but I think that's correct because I feel like Perez can actually cook from P16. So I think you're fine, Fraser. I don't know if you went for Red Bull over McLaren. Relying on pit stops. I think like Red Bull always gets pit stop points. So I think you're fine, Fraser. I think you're fine. Alright, Q3 is up. Let's get the timer back online. Timer. What is it? We have 10:35 in 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. There you go. That is the timer. So if you want to sync the watch along with the stream, that is the Q3 countdown timer up and going. And I mean, now we just see... I thought it was going to rain though. What happened to the rain? No rain? Sad. Gee whiz says I voted for the Hamilton build. Yeah. Yeah. What a crazy qualifying. I mean, it would be very Verstappen to just put in a pole lap right here. Okay, so Final Fix is a chip. It's used in F1 Fantasy, and it basically allows you to make one transfer after qualifying. Normally, you make all your transfers before qualifying, but once per year, you can use a chip called Final Fix to make a transfer after qualifying. And what that allows you to do is you can look and see, oh, Charles Leclerc was bad, and Hamilton is on pole. I can take Leclerc out and add Hamilton and get Hamilton's points. So that's what Final Fix is. It's just a game thing that's unique to the F1 Fantasy. A-Man says, what happened to the rain at Q3? No, same. Where's the rain? I got bamboozled. Also, darling, I had like 240 viewers peak. I don't know if you were watching when that happened. It's crazy. 240 viewers is nuts. And like still 60 concurrent. Okay. I will say what is very funny is that I peaked up to 76 viewers in the watch along when Ferrari went out in Q2. So that is very, very funny. I got like 20 more people dropped into the stream to see my Ferrari pain. Classic. Laura said, someone on Twitter said Logan heard Carlos would replace him and said, okay, hold on, let me qualify right behind him. Ay. I just got it, completely forgot. That's fine. You were doing laundry. I made $26 American dollars in super chats because people are very, very kind and generous, and yeah. So I can't take it out yet though. I need to earn $100 before I can do a withdrawal. So I need like a couple more streams. Another day, another sleigh. True. 7 minutes. All right. I'm gonna go grab a drink while Hamilton destroys my fantasy team. Whew. Alex, Albon owners might be cooking here, but I doubt it. I don't think they're cooking because I like my guess is that Albon is gonna get 10th, right? And Albon from 10th, even if he ends 10th, is not winning. And like Albon from 10th is gonna get passed by Leclerc and Sainz. So I don't think Albon owners are, unless Albon ends like P5. I don't think Albon owners are cooking. I don't think. All right, here we go. Mercedes. What is it with the where did the Mercedes pace come from? Huh? 12-0 is crazy from Russell. The question is though, say it's a Mercedes 1-2, who do you final fix in? Russell or Hamilton? If Russell's ahead of Hamilton, do you final fix Russell in? I swear each pit crew looks all the same. Red Bull, lots of stubble and tattoos. Mercedes, lots of beards and pale white guys. Ferrari, lots of dark hair, darker skinned dudes. Yeah, because they're all Italians. But yeah, I mean, Red Bull is the edgy, the edgy team. Ferrari, Mercedes is the all German, British white dudes that studied astrophysics and, I don't know. I feel like if I was a pit crew, which team would I be on? I feel like I look like a Mercedes kind of guy. The slight red in the beard. Did Mercedes bring an upgrade package this weekend? I'm pretty sure they brought an upgrade package last weekend, but they hadn't figured out how to work it yet. I know they had a new front. I mean, Hamilton has a new front wing for this weekend. Only Russell had the front wing last weekend in Monaco. Steak? Now that okay, that's mean. That's mean. Are you saying I'm bad? Wait, was there a marshal in the pit lane? What just happened? Merkel William because of your glasses or AM pit crew? I'll take AM. That's actually really funny. Which pit crew are you? No one has done a... literally no one has done a lap on new softs yet, so... Oscar Piastri's first out on new tires. I wish they had a little mark so you don't have to like rely on commentators to know if the tires are new or not. Or do they have that on? They're stupid. Because like right now you can see like Piastri's time down there and it says an S because he's on softs. But like I can see, I have eyes. I see that the tires are red. I know he's on softs. I want to know if they're new softs or old softs. 12 flat from George is nuts, yeah. Okay, my serious answer would probably be AM though. Is it because of that one AM dude with the red beard? There's that one ginger dude at Aston Martin that's like always celebrating when Alonso wins. I feel like we all have those people, right? Yeah, Hugo, 100%. Just put an S with a little U next to it, or anything. Just like change the color, the background color, or whatever. Like just something. Because right now I'm relying on the commentators telling me, and the commentators don't always tell me. I don't have the telemetry and stuff up. Piastri with new tires is a 10th slower than Russell. I think the Mercedes are just taking a 1-2 here, unless Verstappen does Verstappen things. What? Hello? Ay. Also, I just noticed that my girlfriend said, hey guys, do some super chat so you can take me out to dinner. She thinks I'm taking her out on dinner if I earn money on super chats. I need to pay rent. That's crazy. Norris is slower than Russell. Are you still considering final fix for Charles at this stage? Yep. Well, I definitely am. I need to make a video about that. Because there's a lot of people on Leclerc. Like, isn't Leclerc like one of the most owned drivers? I can't see it right now, but I feel like he is. So I'm gonna get this question on Twitter and in my comments a lot. So I should cook up a whole separate video about it. Merck's gonna get us hyped and Verstappen will get pole on his last lap. I mean, that's usually how it goes, right? That's usually how it goes. A Brit will be on pole 100%. Maybe we should have put in Russell instead of Ham. I mean, yeah, Russell is cooking, but... My main rival in my team forgot to change his team and he has triple Ferrari. Laugh in his face. Surely you final fix Leclerc to Hamilton Russell, right? I mean, it's very possible. If Hamilton or Russell takes P1, I think you do it. Whoa! There you go, darling. That's funny. Thank you so much, Hugo. Thank you so much, Hugo. That's really funny. Dinner fund. It's Hong Kong dollars though, so I don't know how much that is. I don't know how much that is in you know, euros or dollars or whatever. Thank you so much, Hugo. That's actually so funny. Oh, that's still a lot of cash. Oh my god, that's like $40. Jesus Christ, Hugo. Thank you so much. Oh my god, that's actually dinner money. That's actually dinner money. Let a girl eat. Yep. All right, fine. Okay, let's not talk about your dinner because it's final moments of qualifying. Ricardo puts a P4. 12-1, still slower than Russell. Here comes Alonso. Verstappen puts its purple sector 1. Alonso only 5th fastest behind Ricardo, so Ricardo's probably ahead of Alonso. Verstappen cooking. Tsunoda looks to be P10. That's not good for owners. I was hoping he would do better. Alonso 9th. There's my alarm beeping like an absolutely annoying... Shut up. Alright. What do we have? Verstappen. Hamilton not improving. Is it Russell? Russell on improvement. Or Russell's not better. Alright, okay. Tsunoda's 8th above Albon. Verstappen, they didn't show his time for some reason. Norris flag is P2. Hamilton's not improving. Hamilton's... Verstappen P2. Oh my god, they're the same 100. They're the same thousands. What? They have the same time. Russell and Verstappen have the same time. Russell said it first, so Russell's ahead. Unless Russell improves here. I don't think Russell is improving. I think Russell is ahead. Russell's not better. Russell is on P1 on the same time as Verstappen because Russell set the time first. Are you kidding me? And Hamilton is not improving. Hamilton is P7. Owners in the mud. Ricardo is 5th. What is happening? What? What happened to the track evolution? Did it start to rain? Ricardo's 5th, Tsunoda 8th, Albon's 10th, owners in the mud, Stroll 9th. Are you kidding me? They're on the same time. What? What? George Russell. Okay, I mean, Hamilton owners in the mud. I'm actually so happy I didn't go with this now. Didn't we say that? Like, all this just for Hamilton to put it P8? He put it P7. That's the same thing. Ricardo P5. What a lap from Ricardo. Oh my god. Those 9% of Russell owners are laughing. I think we final fix for Russell, guys. I think we final fix for Russell. You definitely don't final fix for Hamilton. What was Hamilton doing in the last lap? What? Of course, Hamilton puts a P7. I mean, Hamilton's just a P7 merchant at this point. But, oh my god. Let's listen to Russell scream. I mean, can Russell keep Verstappen behind him though? Then should I final fix Hamilton to Russ? No, I don't think you do that. Or maybe you do. Maybe that's like more worth it than doing Leclerc, because like Leclerc is gonna increase positions. Hamilton FP3 merchant. True. Oh my god, what do we do? Nearly perfect. Had 2x on Ham. Ooh, yeah, that's unlucky, Fraser. Okay, but Hugo, honestly, like, that's insane. That's $40. Unfortunately, I cannot take out the money until I earn like another $40. So I'll treat my girlfriend to a dinner when I visit her in Norway in July, because hopefully I've done enough streams then to take the money out. So thank you so much, Hugo. When it's a cutoff for final fix? No, the cutoff for final fix is the race time. Is race start. So you can final fix up until the race. Thank you so much, Hugo. That is so kind of you. That is so kind. Remember I said Hamilton was going to be 3 tenths behind Russell again after this hype? Yup. Do you racing, all your predictions came through. I feel like literally all of your predictions came through. Wow. Okay, I mean, I need to make a video right now because I need to discuss the Russell final fix. Those with Russell are laughing. I'm so happy I didn't go for the Hamilton team now. Thank you everyone that voted for the Leclerc team, because I think Leclerc is a better option than Hamilton right now. We need to wait. Okay, what I will say with the final fix before I put a video out for it, because I will say the same thing in the video. I'm gonna literally end stream and then record a video so that people who aren't live can look at this. I've not been tweeting at all during this. I should definitely be tweeting during this. Just there's too many questions. What I will say is wait until you see the weather. Because if it's a super rainy race, everything can happen. And in that case, I would not final fix. If it rains, do not final fix. Because if there will be other options to final fix later on. And if it rains, Leclerc can cook from 11th. Hamilton could cook from 7th. Because strategies could mix and, crazy things could happen. If it looks to be a dry race, I think you final fix. I think final fix in Russell Lane is definitely a good option. The thing, though, with that is that you obviously don't get the 10 points from qualifying. But even if Russell gets passed by Verstappen, which is very, very likely, if Russell gets P1 or P2, he's getting driver of the day. I know Russell is not as popular as someone like an Alonso or Leclerc or Lando, but like Russell getting P2 on the podium after the season Mercedes has had, that is a driver of the day. And like Russell from P1 in a dry race is probably getting P2 or P3. Maybe Norris passes him as well. The thing is, if Norris passes Russell and Russell ends P3 and Lando is P2 or P1, I think Lando, because Lando's third, right? Or was it Lando or Piastri? I know it was McLaren third, fourth, but I didn't see who was first between Lando and Piastri. But yeah, I think the only option is like, if you're final fixing, you're obviously getting Russell in. I don't think you go for something like a Checo, unless it rains and you want to be funny. And like, if it rains, you could go for a Checo and bet it. But I think that's the final fix plan. Norris P3, Piastri P4. Thank you, Dylan. So yeah, Norris could, like, if Norris passes Russell, then, I mean, Norris is the one getting driver of the day. So at that point, it's not worth getting Russell in. So you have to, like, imagine, is Russell going to keep Verstappen and Norris behind? Because if just Verstappen passes, Russell can still get driver of the day. Whew. Oh my god. I thought it was screwed with McLaren over Merc. It's legit the same right now. Yeah, and it might be the same tomorrow. It depends. I'd final fix Lando if I had to, but don't think it's worth it. No, I don't think you final fix Lando in. It, like, Lando needs to, like, win or get P2 behind Verstappen to be worth final fixing in. I think that's too much to bet on. I cannot believe that Russell got the same time, or that Verstappen got the same time as Russell, and I think they go by who set the time first and not by, like, more than 1,000s. I don't think they extend the time. So because Russell set it first, he's on pole. That is crazy. I think McLaren might be tiny bit better on points, but Mercedes makes up for it with an extra 0.2 on budget. Mercedes makes up for it if Russell wins, because right now you're just thinking of quali points. If Russell wins, then, though, I mean, fastest lap and pit stop points can change that. I'm gonna find someone at triple Ferrari to make myself feel better. Oh, I mean, I have triple Ferrari technically, right? Where's my team? Like, this is technically triple Ferrari because I have 2 times Leclerc and Ferrari constructor. Yeah, I need to decide the final fix for myself. Do I final fix Leclerc out for Russell? Wow. What a quali. I didn't expect the Ferrari to be great, but I didn't expect the Ferrari to be bad. Also, shout out Danny Rick. P5 is insane. That is fantastic from him. Shout out to the owners. I thought Danny Rick would not be performing like that again, but he's showing, like, maybe he should be in the seat. Perez is not showing he should be in the seat, that's for sure. Whew. Ay. Well, viewers popped up again. That's welcome everyone who joined after quali. Yeah, we're discussing final fix right now. We'll see what happens. 112 likes on the stream. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you so much, Hugo, for the like $40. That is the biggest donation I've ever gotten. Thank you so much. Won't Leclerc get a little overtakes? So I'm going to make an entire video about it. Literally, as soon as I end stream, I'm gonna make a video about it. So in case you miss it in the stream, but I think, like, how much can you expect Leclerc to actually gain? I don't think he's passing the McLarens. So I think the best you're hoping for is a P5. That's 6 positions, a couple of overtakes. You're looking at a 50. You're looking at like a 25 pointer, which isn't bad, but that's best case scenario. Verstappen might get penalized for not following stewards, apparently. Oh, really? What? I missed that. Alonso is going to make it hard for Ham, for sure. You're like, do you think Leclerc is going to get past Alonso, get past Hamilton? I don't think he's getting past any of the top 4. I know you mentioned it, but can you change DRS if final fix? If you final fix, the DRS boost will be on the same person, the same slot. So if you have DRS boost on Charles Leclerc and you final fix him to George Russell, then you will have 2x boost. You will have the DRS boost on George Russell. If you have like Leclerc and Hamilton and you have the 2x boost on Hamilton and you change Leclerc to Russell, you can't change. Yeah, so it stays in the same slot, and if you switch that slot, it will, you know. Final fix in Leclerc science is not worth it. It's only worth it if you do final fix for who finished within points in quali. I don't know. The thing is with like Leclerc. So what do we have? I mean, he's definitely passing Albon. Albon is a P10. He is probably passing, who was P9? Stroll. He's probably passing Stroll. And then it was Yuki. So I think we're probably looking at a Leclerc P7 or P8, if I'm honest. And from P7 or P8, say he gets P7, that's 4 positions gained, probably a couple of overtakes. So that's maybe like, say 5, 6 over, say maybe say 6 or 7 overtakes overall on the course, you know, during the course of the race. So that's what, 11 points, and then he gets a P7, which gives you what, 1, 2, 4, 6 points. So was that 20 points? So 20 points from Leclerc is not awful, if not strong. Ferrari Y, yep. I have 2x on Max. If he gets penalized, should I final fix to Russell? No, I think Verstappen is like, Verstappen from 5 positions back is pretty good. I was close to getting Hamilton, but was too scared. You should be happy you don't have Hamilton. I think Leclerc is better than Hamilton right now. Leclerc from 11th is better than Hamilton from 7th, because like Leclerc has more opportunity to increase in price, increase in position. So I think Leclerc from 11 is better than Hamilton from 7. I don't think that many people brought Russell in. I mean, we can look at so I feel like Hamilton has been P7 a lot this season. That's not the right one. F1. Let's go to F1 Fantasy Tools, the best website. Race results. So let's look at qualifying this season. Dude, I can sit and talk about this. The reason, okay, this is while I'm looking this up. The reason I started this channel is that like quali is over. I could end the stream right now, but I could literally sit and talk about this for hours. And I realized I was talking to myself in my head about this for hours. So I thought, might as well make a channel and talk about it, because this game and this sport consumes my mind on a daily basis. So qualifying position so far this season, I mean, look at Hamilton where he's been. P9, P8, P7, P8, P8, P7. So, I mean, everything that's 8th and 7th, I feel like we can just look at that and be, you know, that's the same. What did Hamilton get for fantasy points during those races? Hold on. So, let's just copy this and have 2 different ones. So, Hamilton and qualifying position. By the way, if anything happens with, like, Verstappen penalties or things like that, just let me know, because I don't have sound on right now. Alright, okay, so we have Hamilton 8, 7, so 8 in Saudi, 7 in Japan, 8 in Miami, 8 in Italy, 7 in Monaco. I know we can't really look at Monaco, because that's a race where you can't overtake. But Hamilton, for fantasy points, got... so in Saudi, he got 15 points. In Japan... in Japan, he got 13. In the US, he got... oh, wait, no. I was looking at Russell. Okay, so Hamilton from this is so hard to see. 8th position in Saudi got 6 points. Hamilton from 7th position in Japan got 5 points. I mean, yeah, he has a better car now, but Then we have Hamilton from 8th in the US, 20 points. But he got fastest lap, right? Oh, no, he did not get fastest lap. Never mind. Scratch that. Then from 8th in Italy, he got 16 points. Wait, did he not get fastest lap here? Am I... Oh, it was in China he got fastest lap, right? Wait, when did Hamilton get fastest lap? Overtakes, position gained. Wait, was it just Russell? Oh, he got fastest lap in Monaco. Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so and he would have been on 10 points in Monaco. So you're looking at a Hamilton score of like what? 15 points unless he gets a fastest lap. Right? Say he gets lucky 16 points in a fastest lap, like 26 at max, but then, you know, we're stretching it then. Leclerc from 11th has higher upside, for sure. I think you're probably looking at best case scenario for Leclerc. You know, we're not talking fastest lap and driver of the day because you can't really predict that. But say Leclerc climbs from P11 to P7, you probably have a what? So four positions gained, maybe like 6-7 overtakes. That's 11 points right there, and then he gets 6 points for getting P7. So what's he on then? Math is hard. So 11 plus 6, so 17 points. I feel like I feel like that's what's going to happen. I feel like Leclerc's going to be a 17-pointer. Maybe he gets a chance of doing a fastest lap. So Leclerc 17 points, Hamilton probably also in the region of 15-16 points. Russell, driver of the day, 10 points, 25 points for a win, maybe an overtake, maybe he loses one position to Verstappen, say Verstappen wins, I think that's going to happen. Russell goes P2, that's 18 points, -1, so 17, plus 10 for driver of the day, no overtakes, that's 27 points already. Then you've final fixed for essentially like 10 points, but it's a DRS boost, so you're final fixing for 20 points, something like that. I feel like that's a reasonable estimation, just in my head. I know I haven't looked at chat for a while, but yeah, I was looking at Russell. Yeah, so say, yeah, you can't predict DNFs. You really cannot predict fastest lap. Russell, even if he gets P2, is probably getting driver of the day. So at that point, it's probably 10 points, but because it's DRS boosted, it's 20 points. Are you willing to spend your final fix for 20 points? I can easily see Hamilton getting podium if Merck is doing as good as today. Is he getting past the McLarens? Rainsy copied your team, you're staying with Leclerc? We'll see. I haven't decided yet. We're waiting on rain. That's the first thing. If it rains tomorrow, I'm not switching. Because rain can change everything, and there can be so many overtakes and crazy stuff happening. So if it rains, I'm not final fixing. Just because of overtake potential from Charles Leclerc. Guys, F1 Fantasy Hub had 2x Leclerc and Hamilton, but used Autopilot. Wow. Can't final fix to Russell now. I feel sorry for him. Well, that happens sometimes. I did say at minute 44 in the stream why you shouldn't use your Autopilot. F1 Fantasy Tools should have, or F1 Fantasy Hub should have watched my stream. No, okay, that's mean. But yeah, I did say you shouldn't use your Autopilot. Or at least, like, I see merit using the Autopilot, but, like, I see merit using the Autopilot all the time, and I think it's more valuable later in the season. I don't think Russell will be driver of the day if he doesn't win, and only when he gets driver, is it worth the final fix. I think if Verstappen, because Verstappen is very, like, people are not giving driver of the day to Verstappen. If Russell gets second place behind Verstappen, I think he gets it. If Russell gets P3 behind Lando Norris, I'm not so sure. But yeah, we're waiting for rain. If it doesn't rain tomorrow, I'm highly considering it. But I need to think about it more because, what is it? It's something like 20 points. If Russell gets second. If Russell gets first, the difference will be greater. But, yeah. Oh, my god. Merc was so good in the wet. I believe it's a coin toss tomorrow for the weather. But if it's wet, I can see both Merc and Ferrari profiting. That's the thing. I can see both Merc and Ferrari profiting. And if Leclerc cooks up like a P6 or P5, that's going to be enough overtakes and enough positions gained that like the difference to Russell, even if Russell wins, is not going to be that crazy. Unless like Russell wins and gets driver of the day, you know. But so yeah, Charles Leclerc can cook, and if Charles Leclerc cooks in the rain, then, you know, even if Russell performs better, because you have to look, you can't just look at like, I think obviously, you know, you can't talk DNFs, but obviously Russell will score more points than Leclerc tomorrow. But is it worth using your final fix chip that you get one of per season? Because you can't just look at this time. There's going to be races later on. There's going to be places like Monza and places like Brazil where where overtaking is super easy. People are going to be starting further back. Something crazy could happen. You might want your final fix later in the season, and it could be worth more than 20 points later on. So, how many points did you estimate for Charles? Something along the lines of 17 points. Evie says, I don't think it's worth using the final fix. It's very possible it won't be. It's very possible it won't be. Let's bring this up here. My final fix Stroll to Russell if you can afford. I can't afford that. I can't afford that. Final fix Leclerc for Russell. We've talked about that the past 20 minutes, Soera. I'm making an entire video. I'm probably just gonna take the discussion from this video. I'm probably just gonna take this live stream and make a video out of it instead of recording a new one, because I feel like I discussed everything. Yeah, I mean, we're just brainstorming at this point, but I think the final fix will be worth 20 points if you have Leclerc DRS boosted or Hamilton DRS boosted, and you final fix to Russell. I think you're gaining 20 points. But is that worth it? So that is my estimation. Obviously, like, you can't predict DNFs. You can never predict fastest lap. You can kind of predict the driver of the day, and I am predicting Russell to get driver of the day. If Russell doesn't get driver of the day, then like it's definitely not worth it. Another consideration is what happened to Sainz last year when he didn't start the race after he had a mechanical problem after quali. Yeah. You definitely don't activate a final fix now. You wait. If it rains, I'm personally not going to activate it, and I definitely wouldn't activate it now. You wait until the race tomorrow for sure. When are we going to see a driver cheaper than Leclerc Verstappen usable for final fix being this close to a nice points-wise race? The thing with that, Mateja, is that once all of these B-tier drivers reach 25 millions, can you only do one change with final fix? Yes, you can only do one change, Victor. So, Mateja, the thing with that is, right now, everyone's sitting on Leclerc, everyone's sitting on Hamilton, everyone's sitting on Sainz, everyone's sitting on Piastri. But once all of these drivers hit 25 million, who's going to be the best driver then? I think Verstappen. I think a lot of people are going to move to Verstappen teams once we get to Europe. I mean, you saw today, Verstappen, the Red Bull looked bad. Verstappen put a P2 anyway, and he was the same time as Russell. Verstappen is going to be the best driver later on. The problem with Verstappen is he doesn't get driver of the day, so you need him to win, right? That's the thing with Verstappen. He doesn't get driver of the days because he wins so often that you need him to win for him to be worth it. But once you have Verstappen in your team, you can use final fix to downgrade to any driver. So that's why I think final fixes is stronger later on in the season, because once you have Verstappen, once you have the most expensive driver on your DRS boost, you have free reigns with it. Is the deadline to activate final fix right before the race? Yes, it is, Bubbles. Yes, it is. Bertito says, thanks, Ray, I have to go now. Maybe if you could put this video together and some final thoughts, that would be great. Yeah, I will definitely be posting a video. I will either edit down the discussion I just had, or I'll just record another. I'm going to be live for a couple more minutes to just chat on it more, because I just think it's fun, right? And then I'm dipping. But am I the only one who think Norris is overvalued right now? I feel like Leclerc and Norris prices should be swapped. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, Bubbles. I think everyone thought that at the start of the season as well. Norris was very, very overpriced at the start of the season. Thank you so much for the stream, guys. I don't know how many people are still in here. Are we dropping in viewers, or are people still Sticking. The viewership is climbing, which is crazy. When will the points update? I don't know. At any point. You won't catch me running no 25 million drivers. When you hit 25, you're out because you aren't making money. Lol. Yeah, I mean, that's the case, Matisha, but like, all the drivers are going to hit 25 million eventually. So, yeah. The time for value in is the next 3 weeks before the B tier asses max out. Exactly, Sean. Exactly. And once that happens, once Leclerc, Sainz, Piastri, Hamilton, once all of those drivers are 25 million, why would you run them over a Norris or a Verstappen? I think everyone's going to run either Norris or Verstappen in their teams afterwards. 60, yeah. I mean, crazy. 70 viewers still here, guys. That's crazy. Thank you so much for the stream. Hugo, if you're still here, thank you so much for the 38 bucks. Honestly, crazy. I will definitely treat my girlfriend to a dinner once I can withdraw that money. That's by far the biggest donation I've ever gotten. Thank you for all the likes, all the views. We're up to like 1,800 views. We peaked at 240 viewers, which is crazy. Lol, starting for 25 mil. Nah, that won't happen. Only the B tier assets. Final fix Ferrari from Merc. You can try, Victor, but it won't work. It won't work. You can only final fix drivers, Victor. Otherwise, yes. Otherwise, the answer would be yes. Suera says, I had Red Bull today. Hope Perez gets overtake tomorrow and Red Bull all the pit stops. I mean, yeah, you definitely stick with Red Bull. Red Bull is looking like a great option. They're going to get a couple pit stop points. Verstappen is going to win the race. You know, Checo is going to get a P10 and you're fine. Yeah. Thank you so much for everything. This has been a fantastic stream. Where are you from? I'm from Sweden. So it's yeah, it's half past 11 right now. Juan says this was fun. You deserve more viewers. Thanks, man. Just not sharing you with my league mates. That's the problem. Like, you can't grow because people won't share you to your teammates. I'm giving my advices are too good. Great quality comp with the race. I agree, Victor. I agree. I cannot wait to watch the race tomorrow night. Oh, yeah, by the way, darling, if you're still in here chatting, I saw you just posted like a minute ago. The race is tomorrow night and we're watching it. I know you need to pack, but I'm watching the race, so. And then we're going to bed after the race is over. So, sorry, not sorry. Jack says, cheers from Italy. Cheers, man. Cheers, man. Is Leclerc going to rise up in price, though, if he doesn't get at least P8? Yeah. So the price is not based on the position. The price is based on the average points scored and how many points they got. So the price increase, like if Leclerc only gets like 17 points, the thing is with final fix, if you final fix Leclerc out, you're still getting the price increase from Leclerc because your team is reverting after the final fix. So if you final fix Leclerc out, you will get Leclerc's price rise no matter if you get Russell or not. So I mean, Leclerc, unless Leclerc crashes, I don't see Leclerc getting any worse than a P8 tomorrow. How's the weather in Sweden? It is pretty bad right now. It's been really lovely for like the entire May, but right now it's raining. Right now it is raining. So yeah, you don't get the price increases if you final fix. You're stuck with Charles Leclerc's price increase, and he's probably just increasing 0.1 or 0.3 million. So he's not gonna get a 1 million increase in guessing, unless he gets like a P3. Thanks for the tip earlier. I didn't put Lewis in for Max and swapped McLaren for Merc. I mean, that's looking like a fantastic move, Victor. Fantastic move. I'm happy I was correct. I'm happy I was correct. All our budgets are dead apart from Russell owners, which is basically nobody anyway. Yeah. So honestly, for all us active managers, there's so few people who have Russell. Like, if you have Russell, you cooked hard, and all credit to you. But, I mean, our budgets are fine. Russell's probably going to increase 1 million unless he crashes. Rick is actually a hand differential. I thought Ricciardo would be bad, but if Ricciardo's going to put it P5, I kind of said this 2 races ago, that if Ricciardo puts it P5, he's amazing. But, yeah. Most importantly, Ocon is going to... See, Hugo is saying the right things. Ocon, my number one tip was buy Ocon, and Ocon from P20 is gonna cook tomorrow. That is a guarantee. That is a Rain Fantasy guarantee. He's going to DNF and we're all gonna cry. Suera, by the way, got Ocon because of you. No idea why, but I hope it works. Alright, I mean, okay, Ocon is gonna start P20. We're just hoping he gets overtakes. What about Hulk in P16 though? I mean, yeah, Hulk looks better than Magnussen. It's a PC. I think it was P19. Where was it? I mean, Hulk is cooking. I don't have Hulk. I wish I had. I sold Hulk for Magnussen, and I regret it. I got Ocon thanks to you and got rid of Sargent. Win-win. Yeah, that's a win-win for you, Victor. Overall, happy with my changes. Overall, I'm happy with my changes. Like the option that I had. Wait, where is it? I had a So this was my option, and I went for this side, and I'm definitely happy I did. The only thing I'm happy I have Yuki. I'm happy I have Stroll. The only thing is I wish I had Hulkenberg over Magnussen, but I'm happy I have Leclerc over Hamilton. If I don't end up final fixing. So yeah, I gotta cook up a video for those who aren't in the stream. I'm so confused, but just happy to be here. Classic. I need to cook up a video. I need to cook up a final fix video. I need to cook up a thumbnail. Sigbear final fix to put Russell in or not worth it. We just spent 30 minutes discussing Sigbear, so you can go back to when the quali ended if you want to listen to the entire discussion. I'm also gonna call it call the stream pretty soon and go and cook up a video because I feel like a lot of people are sitting with Leclerc DRS boost and are thinking about final fixing. What I will say, don't activate it yet. Wait and see. But yeah, you can go back and watch it. I've already talked about it and every aspect of it. So I will go and cook up a video. I'll just edit down what we just discussed, or I will make a new discussion to sort of shorten it down, I guess. But wow, what a stream. If you're still here, if you're one of the 66 people who stuck around this entire time, that is honestly amazing. Total 1,800 viewers. A peak viewership of 240 is incredible. So I'm gonna call it a night. Don't forget to subscribe. I don't know where we're at. I haven't been able to see the subscriber count. But if you haven't subscribed, I'm doing more of these live streams. I'm gonna do more. I'm cooking up a video right now about the final fix chip. We're doing videos post Canada, pre Spain, all of that stuff, and then more deadline streams coming. It's been great fun. I'm looking to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. It's honestly crazy that we've had streams this good before hitting 1,000 subscribers. When is the points result ready? I don't know, Maslam. What happened to Ferrari? Why so slow? I don't know, man. I don't know. So I'm gonna go cook up a video about the final fix. If you are just joining and you want to watch the final fix, go back like 30 minutes and watch the entire discussion if you want. GG's to everyone. My final team was right here. It looked pretty good. I forgot to tweet about it. Oh, what a stream, what a day. Like the stream. We got 117 likes. Can we hit 120? 3 more likes before I end off. Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, like the stream, folks. Thank you, Maslam. So, like the stream, 118. 2 more, and then we're ending. 2 more, and then we're ending. Thank you so much for sticking around for so long. What a time we've had. I'm all hyped up on Red Bull, on caffeine. I'm never gonna be able to sleep. Ay. What a qualifying. Congrats on over 200 live views. Thank you, Ari. Honestly, 240 is insane. My peak before was like 170, I think. So we beat my highest peak with 70 viewers. These deadlines are crazy. I thought this weekend would be simple, but it wasn't. 120 likes. Nice. We have to make F1 Fantasy streamers bigger. Yeah. I agree with that. Alright, so 120 likes on the stream. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Hugo, if you're still in here. That donation was crazy. And I know my girlfriend's happy about it because she'll get treated to dinner. So, thank you so very much. I'm gonna call it a night, but there will be a final fix video out very, very soon, either later tonight or tomorrow morning, depending on how dead I am. And yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with another deadline stream in 2 weeks' time. Hopefully, I can't promise it's midsummer weekend in Sweden, so I will be busy with family, but I'll try and get to a stream somehow. Maybe just a stream on my phone. So yeah. Good night, everyone. Thank you, Hugo. Thank you, Hugo. All right. We'll see you later. Bye.